Are we alive? Are we alive? I think we are. Just sort of realizing that my coffee cup is grey. It might not go so well with a blackout camera. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I haven't streamed in so long. Yes, you are. Oh, good. You guys are seeing the stream. I did something right. I did something right. Okay. Welcome to today's stream, everyone who's just rocked up. We're gonna wait a little bit before we properly get started, but holy shit, we have an A-10. This isn't news to anyone anymore. I'm so late on this sort of stuff. I haven't done a video on the A-10 yet. I meant to produce the XP55 video like the day the A-10 was announced so that I could do a dev blog video the next day. It's been like a week and a half and we're just managing to cover it now. Okay, let me, I can probably, yeah, we'll minimize that. We'll get out of that. I don't actually know everything about streaming on YouTube yet. The A-10 have thermal vision? Not yet. Not yet. This is, even though this is a second dev server, it's actually sort of the third dev server. They've pretty much kept the dev server up all the way through, which is really interesting. It's a good way of doing it, but, yeah. Yeah. It's not done. Red clickbait? Can't clickbait now, it's not news anymore. There's no news now. As you can see, the A-10, the Tech Tree A-10A here doesn't even have half the systems that the Premium has, because of course it doesn't. And yeah, it doesn't have a lot of the later weapons it's supposed to come with. So we'll have to be waiting a while for that. We'll have to see what comes on their server. Sorry, what comes on the live server when the update goes live. If they do another dev server that has everything on it, they should. Because if they don't, they're really risking it not working properly. Hi, Caging Skies. I'm not doing too bad. How are you? I am, what are you excited for this patch? Oh, everything. It looks like a really, really good update. It honestly looks like a really good update. Aside from the fact that US teams at top tier are going to get fucking slaughtered. They are going to get absolutely shit-canned. Newbies will swarm like locusts. Yes, communist fucks. The US teams are gonna die. They're gonna completely die. And here's what you do. When you're playing this update, don't play your A-10, not yet. It's not gonna be fun anyway. You're gonna struggle to get into the damn thing because everyone's gonna be spamming the camps in light tanks trying to get their A-10s as quickly as possible. And, Jesus Christ, I need to fix where that microphone is. How is the audio levels, by the way? Is it too loud, too quiet? I might turn the music slightly. If my bloody Go XLR will work, there we go. Many people were hoping for the standard grey camo. Yeah, personally, I like it. I like it a lot better than the weird premium one. I like the grey a lot better. I don't know why. I've got a thumbnail for today's video on the A-10 planned out, and it's good. But yeah, when you're playing the update, don't try and jump straight into your A-10, because you're just gonna get absolutely slaughtered. You're gonna lose the game for your team because it's gonna be a new patch, new vehicle. People are gonna want to play Unity Premium, but if you really want to play it effectively, wait about a month. In the meantime, here's what you do. You load up your German 9.7, 10.0 lineup, grab your Roland, and just wait for the onslaught of A-10s. And then just whip them all out. Fuck it, play your Tunguskas, that way you've got the 30 mils. It might, if the thing stays at 9.7, which I really don't think it should, you won't be able to see it. You actually will be able to see it in your Tunguska, technically. I don't think I have a Russian top tier lineup planned out here. But, let's see, what's my... you don't have presets on the dev server, unfortunately, so I have to go in Manually put all these in. Oh no, big horrible thing that I have to do. But here's what you do. Here's what you do. You grab your Russian lineup. You grab your AA. When you're playing the match, let the American team have the caps. Let them come into the capture points, and then kill them after that. And if you die, no biggie. Spawn your AA. And just wait for this spam of A-10s. And score yourself 15 easy kills. Easiest fucking 15 kills you'll ever get. I promise you. What do we need? Fighter, give me the MiG-23. This is how I always lay out my top tier lineups. I'm a real fan of having like a consistent lineup sort of organization. I need my BMP-2M. This thing is still really under tiered. This thing could be 9.3. It would be still perfectly competitive. It is still good at top tier. What do I need next? I need the SU-22. Maybe the MiG-27. I was saying the SU-22 I think is the best ground attacker Russia has, but I'm kind of coming around on that. It's the MiG-27 is still really good. I don't have the MiG-27K yet. I'll get it eventually. What else do I need? Russia doesn't have sort of a another. They don't have a wheeled top tier light tank. You're stuck with the 2S25. We just grab that. It's not my gold anyway. I'm allowed to do this. It's gonna be a nuke every 4 matches once the update drops. Yeah, Russians. It won't be the Americans. No one's gonna be earning shit for America this patch. So the loadouts for the A-10s are not ready because Gaijin's working on a new secondary loadout system. Is this new method of setting up coming from more planes too? Any clue? It's coming from more than just the A-10, this patch. It should come for both the A-10s, a couple of other new aircraft, and then it will, kind of like the 3D tracks and the updated textures, it will come to the existing aircraft later down the line. That's what I've heard. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the plan. Any news on Russian tank BRs going down? Oh no, expect the Americans to go down. Fucking, you know how they shafted your 10.3 lineup by, sorry, I need the Abrams. Your 10.3 lineup by moving the IPM1 up to 10.7. Expect it to go back down again. Because it will not win. It will not win games. Oh fuck, you could use this thing with the A-10? And the Harrier as well? Fucking hell. Harrier is such a good ground pounder for 9.7. I've been having so much fun taking the Harrier, the AMBT, and just fucking cleaning up 12 kills a game. It's so good. It's such a good lineup. Go out, you get 4 or 5 kills in this thing. Easy. It's such a good tank if you get a down tier, and you will get a lot of down tiers. You'll be fighting mostly terms anyway, who have no idea how to play it. And then you jump in the Harrier, and you've got your Zunis. And the Zunis are insane. Zunis with a CCIP at 10.7 are deadly. Let's have a look. Let's throw this into the lineup just because. Because it's new, and I want to have a look at it. My God. It looks... Is it just me, or does it look really small? Like, it's not like it's a small vehicle, but like the camera is zoomed out too far. Why is the IPM1 10.7? Rate of fire, and since it got the M900 round, it's kind of good enough for it, but personally I just think they should have given the M1A1, M829A1 and move it up as well, the 10.7. It's so weird having the M1A1 at 10.3 and the IP at 10.7. It's really, I don't know, it bugs me, it irks me, it messes with my brain. If only Zunis were more accurate. They're pretty good. If you've got the CCIP, they're pretty accurate. You fire 2 at a time. Unlike, for example, like a lot of later aircraft that have Zunis, you still can't fire them 1 at a time on the Harriers. I'm sure the AV-8B would be able to, but the AV-8C apparently can't do that. I'm not sure if it had the ability to in real life. I would have suspected it does, because everything as far back as the AD-4 Skyraider could do that, but LAV-AD when it shoots down every bomb and missile in sight. Can it do that? You don't have a radar at the very least, so you're not locking onto anything. But, no, Zunis, when you're firing 2 at a time, you cover a pretty wide area. If you hit something directly with it, dead. especially like a light tank of any sort. Anything that isn't like a T90 or a T80. You're gonna kill it. Alright, let's do the main thing that we're here for. Let's have a look at the A-10. How many people have we got in the stream at the moment? Let me have a quick look. 80 people, Jesus. Hello everyone, how are you all going? Let me look at the sexy Mirage F1, please. Alright, let's go have a look. Again, this thing doesn't have all its weapon systems, so presumably this thing is also going to get access to the secondary, like, sort of loadout, like, creator, like, Ordnance customization thing, because we don't have R530Fs, we don't have any of the bombs that this thing is supposed to be able to carry. Oops, that's the same thing I just did. You can see here, so we've got all these different types of bombs. Mark 83s, Mark 84s, which is going to be the first time the French have been able to carry them, I believe. Because the Jaguar doesn't. It carries its own types of bombs. The 400 kilograms, 250 kilograms. So these aren't NATO standard bombs. How much for some top tier head? Keep it PG. Magic 2s? It won't get Magic 2s. There's no way we can be ready for Magic 2s now. I think they should keep the Mirage F1 with Magic 1s. Because it's the F1C. We can get another variant. We can get another variant to give us Magic 2s. Because otherwise, if you give this thing Magic 2s, you have to put it at 11.3 already. And then when you raise the BR to 11.7, you're going to have to up tier it, because Magic 2s are going to be fantastic. So if you put the thing all the way to 11.7, France has to jump from 10.3 with the Mirages, which they shouldn't be 10.3, all the way to 11.7 because the Mirage F1C has Magic 2s. And then you just jump straight to like a Mirage 2000, and I don't know. I think they should keep it at 11.0 with the Magic 1s, and then add an F1E with Magic 2s. I think that would be a better way of going about it, because then you keep like a 10.7 to 11.3 BR range aircraft. Otherwise you have that massive jump and nothing to fill it. So if they gave this thing Magic 2s in like a future update, I would be disappointed, because then you've got nothing between the Mirage 3E and the and like an 11.7 aircraft with Magic 2s. That would be an insane jump. It's too much. And you can't keep it at 11.3 because you cannot expect this thing with Magic 2s and R530Fs to fight MiG-21 MFs. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. F8 Crusaders, like the American ones. Even the FHC, the base American Crusader. No, it's not nearly good enough to fight this thing with Magic 2s. Alright, before we do anything else, I'm going to load up the premium A-10 and we're going to go for a little bit of a test flight. We will try and test out most of what's on the dev server today. We'll have a chat about some of the things we can expect from it, and then we'll do some custom battles and we'll kind of see what you guys think. Our 530D are going to be scary. Our 530D is the Mirage 2000's missile. It's an upgraded version. I don't know why the number designations go so crazy, but R530D is an upgrade from R530F, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to turn the volume down. That should be good. God, can you remember when the only time we would have this sort of thing is if they added, like, user missions, like Gallon Mate's user mission for the A-10? Look at this thing. Look at that gun. Look at how it's modeled. Look at that. Oof. Build the gun, build the plane around it. You can really see what that means. My God. Alright, let's go. Should I add Leopard 2 AV into the game? I'd love to see it. I don't think it would be... Wouldn't be that... It wouldn't be big news now. The game's kind of past that era. To be sure, I'm pretty sure this is the best Mirage F1 variant, aside from a more modern ground attack focused variant. Look, the Mirage F1E, it's similar to the Mirage 3E. It's meant to be sort of... The F1C, like the Mirage 3C, is your dedicated fighter interceptor variant, whereas your F1E and your Mirage 3E are more like multi-role fighter, strike fighter variants. But give the Mirage F1E later missiles. Boom. We've kind of sectioned them off. And that's what I'm thinking. Every time I've talked about future top tier tech, what I'm thinking about primarily is giving us like a stepping stone. So we're not jumping too far too quickly. Because if we go from, like, let's say an F4E with your AIM-9Js and your AIM-7E2s at 11.0, to then an F15A and you give it all the bells and whistles. You give it the AIM-9Ls and the AIM-7Ms, maybe AIM-9Ms because it did carry them. You've got too much of a jump. There needs to be something in between. So save those really late weapons for later. I mean, personally, I do think that's kind of how it will go. And then we can get an F-15C with even later weapons, but we'll get like an F-16 and an F-14 that have their more basic loadouts to come in between that level. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are, A-10. Let's go for a bit of a gun run. We have an insane amount of weapons on here. Rocket pod. We have 4 different rocket pods. We have 4 different 500-pound bombs. We have 2 2,000-pound bombs. We have a single GBU-8. We have 3 Mavericks. These are AGM-65Bs. We have 2 AIM-9L Sidewinders, which are from, what, 1978? 1977? And in case you've been living under a rock for the last week and you haven't seen this, do that for you. It's just good to have. I don't care if you're rarely going to use the gun in battle. It's just good to have. Imagine going for a head-on with this thing, like as just like a 16-year-old kid who's never really looked much into the way of military tech, and you don't really know what it is. You're like, oh, it's an attacker. It's going to be easy. You go head-on, and there's. Yeah, no thank you. Alright, let's do this properly. Let's get rid of some of these bombs first. 4 500-pounders. Goodbye. Goodbye, GBU-8s. Let's be a bit lighter. Sorry, not GBU-8s. The 2,000-pounders, the Mark 84s. Too many weapons for historical combat load, but Gaijin will be Gaijin. Look, it's capable of carrying them. It's kind of like an overloaded preset that we've got here, but it's capable of it. Why not? That's all Gaijin needs. It's like having the triple ejector racks on some of the US Air Force fighters. But yeah, we will get a loadout maker, a loadout creator for aircraft like this. And rightly so. There's no way they could add this kind of thing with just the standard presets that we have at the moment, because it would have 150 of them. Ah, I've got it on auto reloading. Okay, let's switch to the Mavericks. Let's see what kind of turn an AGM-65B can pull, right? If I do it there, yeah, that'll make that, no problem. Oh, I might hit the ground, actually. Yeah, I didn't get it. AGM-65Ds, by the way, guys, I don't believe will have any increase in performance. It's the same range, it's about the same turning capability. So all it really gives you is the exact same missile, but you have a thermal camera to be able to pick your targets. A7's still better? No, dude. Not with AIM-9Ls and AGM-65Ds. No, 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 no. Not 6 of them as well. We've only got 4 on the A7, and they're AGM-65As. Fuck that, dude. I'd take an A-10 any day of the week. 6 AGM-65Ds, 4 AIM-9Ls, 2 GBU-8s, 2 2,000-pounders, and a couple of rocket pods, because why the fuck not? I don't know, go spam them at the heli base and hope the explosive mass will take out someone who's just taken off. Why not? How's the stream quality looking, by the way, guys? How's the frame rate? I hope that I've fixed everything that was causing us problems last time. We have no dropped frames, 100% proper upload speed. It's not quite the same FPS. I should be doing that here because the camera's right here. I've got this system set out, by the way, guys. I'm gonna, I'll go for a quick loadout. Landing. Haven't streamed in too long. And we'll see. Was the A-10 capable of carrying paveways? It was capable of carrying them. It was not capable of guiding them itself. Without, I believe there were guidance pods, but this little laser pod underneath the nose is not a laser designator. It's only a spot tracker. It's the same thing the Harrier GR3 had. So it can carry paveways and drop them, but someone else has to do the lasing. But I believe the A-10 could carry... God, look at those air brakes. God, this plane is so beautiful. Yeah, if you want to carry paveways, someone else has to do the lasing. And I don't think Gaijin will add that into the game. Buddy lasing is going to be... no one's going to do it. If you're on the ground capable of lasing a target, you're capable of killing that target. Either that, or he's probably already killed you. It'd be a very situational ability with, like, if your cannon's damaged and his cannon's damaged, and you can lase him for an A-10 that happens to be in the area and happens to be carrying paveways and happens to be right there watching. Other than that, a squad is the only way you'd be able to do it. And I don't think Gaijin's really keen on adding weapons just for squadrons. There we go. Very easy to fly, very easy to land. Very rugged aircraft. I'm yet to see much in the way of its survivability. I assume that wouldn't really be modeled yet anyway. A6E versus A10? Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one. The A6E would probably be the better aircraft. The A10's claim to fame is just how much it can carry, but when you can carry a lesser loadout more efficiently, that's not really a benefit anymore. Conor McDougall, Su-25, Su-24. We'll get them eventually. Gaijin said, with the Russians having just received, it wasn't that long ago they received the Su-17, they've gotten 2 MiG-27s, and they've got the Su-22 M3. They're not gonna add another Russian ground attacker just yet. Having said that, we got a new American ground attacker every patch for the last, like, fucking 2.5 years. So I don't really see the problem. The A-10, the A-7D, A-7E, the A-4s, the Harriers, the F-4s, if you want to look back that far. F-4Es keep getting new ground attack weapons, the F-5Es got them. I don't see a problem with Russia getting an Su-25, but I guess they want to save that to kind of be its own patch. Like, the big boy of this update is the A-10. So the big boy of the next patch might be the Su-25. Just to kind of build up the hype. Now, now that I've gotten back into the hangar, I've been sorting out new stream overlays. And I actually don't have this set up, so I can't do that. Never mind, we'll show you next time. I don't really need it at the moment anyway, because you guys all want to see what's going on. I'm going to be returning to regular streaming once a week. So on every Wednesday, we will have a War Thunder live stream. So if you're keen on seeing that, make sure you come back for them. And I'll be able to show you kind of everything that we're doing. At the moment, everyone wants to see new stuff. Let's quickly take the live AD out for a test drive. And this thing I'm really excited for. Next patch is F-14. Quite possibly. And yeah, they'd ruin the hype with that as well. Now, a Stinger is not going to be able to... Oh, we've got the hydropods on here. I've got them set up on the same weapon keybind. Okay, let's try out this gun. See if I can actually lead for this MiG-15 over there. Oh, not much ammunition. Alright, let's restart that. Let's shoot the damn guy down. Is in-game chat in the dev server? I don't believe so. If you guys don't know, you can't really lead in the aiming view because you can't see far enough in front of the aircraft. If you guys don't know, this is the same gun from the AV-8B Harrier 2, and it's actually the same gun from the F-35. It's also on... What else is it on? I don't know if it's on anything else. I'm sure it is. How are you still alive? There you go. Die, please. Be a good boy. So yeah, Stingers, FIM-92Es, I believe they are. Can't actually see at the moment. And this 25mm, it's called the GAU-12 Equalizer. And yeah, this is the same 25mm gun you find on the Harrier 2 and the F-35. Very, very cool gun. Next patch, MiG-29A, Su-24, F-111, F-16, F-22. Yeah, dude, we'll just spam top tier with more and more and more stuff. It's clear that Gaijin are worried that tanks, they've run out of tanks. They're like, oh shit, there's only like a couple more we can add. We can add a Leopard 2A7, we can add a M1A2 SEP V2, we can add maybe like a T90M, and then we've run out. Shit. Let's just spam top tier aircraft. Now it's their turn. So yeah, thing is almost Type 93 fast in arcade. This thing in arcade would be about as fast as Type 93 in realistic. Type 93 is still ridiculously quick. I've been playing that out. I've been having so much fun playing the Type 93 as like a scout. Like I'll take it out first. I'll rush a capture point, and then I'll just scout for the entire team and act as like a battlefield medic, go around and repairing all of them because you can move around so fast. It's so much fun. And then if any aircraft come for you, wait for them to pass, turn on those missiles, boom, dead. 3 kills. Glad top tier aircraft is finally being spammed, to be honest. You say finally, but it's been that way for 3 years. So, I wouldn't be saying finally. Let's see what else we've got. Germany has a few new things. We've, of course, got a copy-paste MiG-23 ML. The MLA, which is Germany's sort of variant of the MLD. It's not quite as good as the MLD. Let's actually compare it directly. It should be pretty much identical. What's the radar? Sapphire 23 MLA2 TP23M. I'm not entirely sure what that's meant to refer to. It's not quite the same radar. It's not going to be quite as good. 54 kilometers range. What do you have? 54 kilometers range. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. What about the angles? Same angles. So unless that's copy-paste temporary dev server stuff, it should be pretty much as good. At least with all the same functions, it just might struggle to pick targets up at long range. You might still be better off using the R24Ts, because infrared homing memes, because they don't get a RWR notification that you're looking at them. The Su-22 UM3K, which is a bit of a weird choice from Gaijin. I didn't expect them to add this, because this is a trainer variant of this aircraft. I expected we would get the actual attack variant that Germany used, the Su-24. Sorry, the Su-22 M4, yes. But they gave us a trainer variant first, so I assume they'll give us the Su-22 M4 later on. Can you check the Harrier GR3 as it carried 2 AIM-9Ls, or does it have them now? No, it doesn't. No, the AV-8C did as well. The Harrier GR3, it did have the ability, it didn't really carry them often. It never really went into air combat in the Falklands. That was the Sea Harrier's job. The Harriers were just ground pounders, and I kind of hope they keep it that way. I don't actually remember seeing the skin. Is this a winter skin? Or is this... Oh no, it's the black skin. Yeah, no, I've seen this. Yeah, Harrier, the Royal Air Force's Harriers were ground attackers. The Royal Navy's Harriers were fighters. Gonna make more dogfight videos. Yes, we will. We definitely will. I meant to last week, and then all of this happened, so I've been kind of too busy. Got a couple of videos planned that I want to make from sort of all of this. Nothing new for Japan. China, we of course have this. This is one of the things I'm really excited for, this update. Honestly, this is... oof. No, the Harrier, the Royal Air Force's Harriers, they had the ability, it was retrofitted to give them the ability to carry them if needed. I believe they would have carried them, but they never used them. The Harrier GR3s never went into any sort of air combat in the Falklands. That was the Sea Harriers. If there were Argentine A4s or Mirages or Neshes flying in, you sent out the Sea Harrier, not the Royal Air Force's Harriers. I'm sure they were in the same location, but they would have been tied up carrying bombs and rockets rather than carrying AIM-9Ls. So personally, I hope they don't give AIM-9Ls to the GR3. I hope they save AIM-9Ls for the Sea Harrier. Otherwise, they'll be functionally just about the same. The only difference will be that the Sea Harrier has radar. And it's not a very good radar, it's a very small radar. Kafir Dogfight versus F1. That's not a fair fight. That's not even close to a fair fight. That's the Kafir all the way. So these are the Aspides. These are the PL-11s. Yes, and these are just the Chinese version of the Aspide. Now let's get a wee bit closer to this MiG-15 and show you just how hard these fucking missiles pull. Because it is insane. For some reason I still can't actually get a proper lock on this MiG-15 here. Even though he's right next to me, he's well within range. There you go. That wasn't really a good example. Oh, it missed! Couldn't quite pull in at the last second, I guess. So surprised that we have not seen the Sea Harrier in game. Again, it's the kind of aircraft, they'll add it before too long. Let's go up to high altitude and see if we can... Oops. Let's go up to altitude and see if we can get the high altitude one. Because we'll be able to have an easier time radar locking it from a different angle. Show cockpit? Sure, there you go. I love how my little webcam is in the cockpit. I am the joystick. I should not say that. You guys are gonna just take that out of context. That's bad. What have I done? Let's go a little bit farther away from this MiG-15 just so that we can kind of turn around for him. I want to make sure I get in front of him. How GR3 carried 9Ls during attack missions for self-defense? They did? Okay. I wasn't sure that they actually bothered or not because you'd think they would try and maximize the amount of bombs and rockets they could carry. But whether or not they actually used them, I've not seen any evidence that they ever needed to, because as far as I'm aware, they never met enemy aircraft. They were never sent out to do that. Okay. Come on, you can lock that up. There you go. Let's try this again. That might not have... That won't have the pull, surely. Oh, not too bad. Pretty close. You can kind of see just how far it can pull around. That's not going to hit. No. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Really? Camo? That's awful. You can kind of see just how tight of a turn it can pull. It seems like it's been kind of nerfed since the first time I tried them out. How do I lead this 23? How much do I have to lead this gun? I still missed him. There you go. I've spent too long not using this gun. I'm not used to it anymore. Alright, that's the J8. It's very fast, especially at high altitude. Thing looks like most like an Su-15. It is pretty much an Su-15 without the double delta wing, with more powerful engines. I believe they are the same engines from the MiG-21 BIS. I think they are. Got a rabbit that's messing around back there. What else? What else? F-104 ASA. Same missiles, faster acceleration, no turn rate. Somehow still 11.3. Oh yeah, AIM-9Ls, that's why. By the way, this thing at the moment has PL-8s, which are Python 3s from Israel. Have a look at that overload. 40 Gs. 40 Gs from an infrared homing missile. Now these things aren't working correctly at the moment. You can see that they've got a wrong name. Apparently they aren't actually planned to come with the update. They've just been thrown in here, I guess because Gaijin's working on them or something. But these things only pull like an AIM-9J right now. They only pull about 20 Gs. And they're rear aspect only, which they shouldn't be. They should be all aspect. But yeah, if these things do come this patch, J8 is going to be the best fighter in the game. Fuck, this thing is already great, especially with Aspides. Aspides are really, really good missiles. They should give Python 5s. Oh yeah, they should have the missiles that pull a 360 and come back for another pass. Try at you again. At the moment, this thing does not have the ability to carry Aspides and AIM-9Ls at the same time. It could carry them. And technically speaking, it could actually carry four Sidewinders with 2 Aspides and still had room left over for fuel tanks. However, the under fuselage pods, the under fuselage hardpoints couldn't carry AIM-9Ls, apparently. What new vehicle is your favorite so far? I don't even want to not say the A-10 because the A-10 is the one everyone's most excited for. Mirage F1 is going to be pretty nice though. Let me take this thing out for a quick test flight and kind of show you how it flies. Will the F4F get the AIM-9Ls it used in real life? I assume we'll get a later variant of the F4F to get AIM-9Ls. And it certainly doesn't need them right now. Not yet. Leave the F104S, give it something special, give Italy something that actually competes at top BR, and then let Germany have another top tier competitor next time around. You're already getting the MLA, like the Flogger variant, so you don't really need another top tier aircraft right now. You have a pretty good radar with the Mirage F1C. You've got both like a MTI mode and pulse Doppler. So this should be... I'm not seeing where there's a speed gate, though. It doesn't actually show you speed gate. So I'm not sure how effective it's going to be. Let's tighten the search coordinate. It's not bad. It's not fantastic. It's not as good as, like, American radars at the time. But it should do us pretty well for here. Let me switch modes. Should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Can't actually use the R530Fs. They're not here yet. To me, this plane feels kind of slow. I know it's not. Like, it's accelerating decently, but it's not accelerating like a Kafir or a MiG-21 BIS or an FGR or kind of other aircraft that you expect it to compete with. Other third-generation aircraft. Ah, couldn't pick him up. That's not gonna hit him. No. Oh well. Yeah, still the same missiles. R530Fs should be around about AIM-7E to E2 level capability as far as their pull and their range. They don't have the range of a Sparrow. They should have about 20 Gs overload, I believe. I might be talking out my ass here, but yeah, there you go for the cockpit to ends. I don't know if it's accurate. The A-10's cockpit is not accurate. Not quite. But it's also really low resolution. They might end up changing it. But yeah, this thing, it dogfights very well. It's basically a French F5E with better acceleration. And magics. And BVR capability. So, yeah. J7E and J8B should be able to carry PL7s. PL7s are magics, aren't they? So that would be interesting. On the J7E, carrying Mavericks would make it, honestly, perhaps a little bit too good. I know a lot of people really, really like the J7E. I don't. I don't suit it. I think it's a bit of a pain in the ass to play. Because I don't like the way PL5s perform. If it had PL7s, though, it might be slightly too good. Let me just see how tightly this aircraft can pull. Whoop! Not too bad. Very quickly sort of runs out of steam. And look at that. Runs out of energy. It doesn't pull super hard. Of course, it's not going to pull like a Mirage, like a Delta Wing Mirage, because it doesn't have the Delta. So it's not gonna be quite the same as far as maneuverability goes. But it should retain slightly better energy than a Mirage 3. Great low flying. Yeah, well, you say that until we smack into the ground. It's fantastic flying until I crash. After that, not so much. Very good rudder. Very, very good rudder. Look at that. Look how responsive it is. Yeah, I can perform those maneuvers all day long. That's going to be good for defensive flying. I couldn't pull out of that one. Never mind. But yeah, very responsive. It's not going to be... That music is sounding way too loud. Computer's only programmed for 4 air-to-air missiles. The F104S ASA. It could definitely carry 4 Sidewinders with the Aspides. I don't know if it ever did. It was probably at least tested with them, but it wasn't like an operational loadout. But it couldn't carry AIM-9Ls under its fuselage. These pylons that are under here, that you carry 6 missiles off in the F104S, it couldn't do that. It could only carry up to AIM-9Js on these pylons. So what you could do is give it a Spide, AIM-9L, AIM-9J, and then you still got 6 missiles. 2 of them are AIM-9Ls. You have fantastic IR homing, 2 of them are Aspides, probably your best radar homing missiles in the game so far. And then you've got 2 AIM-9Js just for backup. If you happen to get behind someone, switch the AIM-9J, lob it off, then you still got your 9Ls left. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Gaijin just doesn't want to bother. They'll keep it to its standard loadouts that it actually flew with operationally, and just not bother giving it the 6 missile loadouts. But I've seen plenty of source information saying, why are my shadows not rendering correctly? Thank you, Gaijin. I've seen plenty of information to say that it could carry sidewinders on all 6 pylons. Weren't the AIM-9Ls 40G missiles? No, 30 to 32, I believe. Let's have a look at what they are at the moment. They're not performing correctly at the moment. They say 30Gs at the moment. They have like a 5-second timer after they come off the rail. Let's go and give them a quick try. And maybe after that we will jump into some test flights. What do you think about an F-16A with its 6 AIM-9Ps? I think it's doable. I think we could add that into the game now. Maybe 11.7. In sort of performance, it would perform like a MiG-21 base as far as acceleration and be a bit more maneuverable. It would be a lot better for energy retention. It would retain energy extremely well. How's the stream bitrate? Seems a bit blocky for 1080p. Not like I have issues with it. I've lowered it slightly just to make sure that we don't drop frames. I may be able to raise it back up next time. It feels so weird having an A-10 with an air-to-air loadout. Why is my textures not working? I've had this happen several times in the dev server. Not good. Trying to make content to sell your game, Gaijin. You've got to make it work for me. J8 should be able to use 6. Much more advanced. J8H? Yes. J8E. J8E? No, J8. I believe the J8F is the next designation up that we could get. Maybe it's J8H. Maybe I'm getting confused with my variants. I'm not so good with Chinese missiles. AIM-9L should do 40 to 45 Gs according to the latest Dogfights. Should also have the same pre-launch limits as the AIM-9G. Really? That doesn't surprise me that it would have like the extremely high load factor, because it is based on an AIM-9H, isn't it? So it really should be pretty much the same as an AIM-9G as far as those kind of parameters. But then with just a lot more pull and all aspect. Last video was insane, great job. Ah, cheers, man, I'm glad you enjoyed. This is a duck. Thank you very much. Let's see if it can make that shot. Yeah, no problem. No problem whatsoever. So it's still a powerful missile. It's just, it's not pulling 30 Gs. It makes a very good initial turn because it turns quite quickly off the rail, but it doesn't. It's got an insane range as well. It's got an absolutely nuts range. You'll hit a target from the ass at 5 kilometers away. Did I also get Type 147 something radar? Type 208B, I believe, was the radar on the J8B. I don't know about the later variants of the J8. I'm not knowledgeable enough on that aircraft. I don't know anyone who is, unfortunately, so you'd have to kind of dig up some information yourself. Of course, this MiG-15 is going way, way, way faster than I am, so I'm not going to bother. That's just kind of A-10 things. You're not fast. Let's see, what else have we got to try? The Puma! Let's go have a look at the Puma. This thing, the memes that came out about War Thunder getting this vehicle faster than the German army did are just fun. they're good fun. Alright, let's go try this thing out. This is basically a very, very hefty IFV, which at the moment doesn't have ATGMs, because I'm not sure the Puma has ATGMs in service either. Now, does this thing have an active protection system? Because we've got this thing here, but I didn't think you had one. Hello. Shoot me. Did you just... Oh, it's a soft kill system. Oh, that's good. Bye. There you go. So you've got a 30mm gun here. APFSCS rounds have about 120mm penetration, I believe. 125. And very, very good armor for an IFV. You should be able to withstand most other IFVs. Which means at 8.3, this thing will be nuts. I think it will definitely go up in BR before too long. Thermals should be 3rd generation thermals, I believe. So very, very crystal clear. Yeah, not going to penetrate a main battle tank from this range, from this angle. PL-5Es is China's next step up in missiles. Gaijin wasted development time and money on missiles that will never come to War Thunder. PL-8s, they will come to War Thunder. Guarantee it. It's the next thing Israel can really get. It's the Python 3. I think we'll ever see the Megatron in game. The Challenger 2 TES that we have in game is basically the Megatron in every regard except having the extra horsepower from the engine. And honestly, Gaijin should just give it to the Challenger 2 TES, because the Challenger 2, any Challenger 2 could mount that engine, and the Megatron is the one that did. So I think, since the Challenger 2 TES is completely worthless in game at the moment, give it the more powerful engine, make it nice and fast, make it accelerate like a Challenger 2, and there you go. Puma has MUSS. Acts like a 360-degree Stora. In IRL, it could auto-deploy smoke. Yeah, Stora can do the same thing. Of course, we don't really want that in game. You want to be able to choose when you deploy your smoke. But, yeah. Good. Active protection system. Earlier on the dev server, what I was saying earlier on the dev server, the active protection system testing range only existed for like the Challenger 2 Black Knight and the T-55 Droz. But it only worked if you had a hard kill system that could defeat the missiles, but it wouldn't work for vehicles with soft kills. So I'm glad they've changed that. Did Japan have an F-15, and if it did, is it superior to the American one? I don't. It's not so much superior. It's an F-15C that Japan had, but because it was used, it began to be used a lot later, so it would have later missiles. So that would make it more powerful than like an initial 1970s configuration American F-15A. I think it's kind of funny that AIM-7s work like AIM-120s already. No, they don't. What you're thinking of is like when someone deploys chaff, your radar bites off on the chaff, but the missile still hits the target. That's perfectly historical. That's what they do. That's the benefit of having Sparrows. It's funny, with Sparrows you sort of have two radars. As far as it works, you have both your search and track radar that you've got in the nose. You also have what's called an illuminator, which is like a continuous wave. It just points at the target and just pastes them full of energy. And that is what guides a Sparrow. So if your main search and track radar bites off on chaff, if you're within about 6-7 kilometers, the target is probably still providing enough of a radar return that your illuminator can still track them perfectly fine. That's just kind of what Sparrows do. If you're within 5 kilometers, chaff is pointless. Unless you can get them to lock the chaff in the first place, like you pre-chaff, and then they won't lock you up at all. But for a close-range Sparrow shot, chaff isn't going to do much for you, unless you can kind of coat the area behind you in chaff. You need to kind of think about, you don't deploy chaff like you deploy flares. You gotta make a cloud of chaff between the radar and you, and then you can sort of try and get away. Can we see Israeli tanks? Yes, we do have plenty of Israeli tanks to have a look at. I do not have much in the way of Israeli aircraft, especially on the dev server. Hasn't updated for me. But lots of Israeli tanks. Looking very nice. This thing is looking like an absolute meme. This looks like an AMBT without the 120. Like, look at this. Can you believe this is an M60? This doesn't look like an M60 anymore. It looks like a completely new tank. Not too much in the way that I was hoping for. There's no A-10, there's no Neymar, there's no Merkava 4M yet. That will obviously come. There's no... What's the other vehicle I was looking for? The Perret. This is the info I come to these streams for, because I had no idea. Yeah, no, a lot of people don't know sort of how the intricacies of Sparrows work. I didn't know. You have to ask Iron Physic for more information. And Zetaris is a good source to go to for that as well. He's a YouTuber that puts a lot of effort into sort of the historical information behind what he's saying, especially as far as missiles and kind of air-to-air. Didn't the F4E have paveways and a lantern pod? I know it had paveways. I don't believe it had lantern, but it did have pave spike and pave tack, which are 2 targeting pods. Pave spike is a bit like Atlas on the Jaguar A, a bit like this thing. It went in one of the F4 Phantom's Sparrow sort of, well, it's the cutouts under the... Can I do this? Yeah, I can get under there for you. So you see the cutouts under here where the sparrows go. And if I actually give us a loadout that has sparrows as part of it, then you will be able to see them. We'll just select that one, because might as well. What do I need? There we go. I can go under here. Very dark. See the kind of recessed pylons where these sparrows go is where paved spike goes. And then the paved tack goes under the fuselage. It's a much bigger targeting pod, had a thermal sight and everything. It's huge. The pilots named it paved drag because it was massive and it would just ruin the performance of the F4 Phantom. And paved knife. Paved knife is not a thermal pod. It went on these pods here. Oops, I just messed with that. And I believe it was mainly the F4D that carried paved knife. So theoretically we could get it on the F4C. God, look how long it takes to scroll through these tech trees now. It used to be like, boom, done. Now it's so much coming. Paved knife, sorry, was mainly on the F4D. How do you zoom in like that? It's NVIDIA Ancel. So it's with your NVIDIA graphics cards. I'll come out here. I'll not mess around with. Oh, you guys can't see the effects that are coming from Ancel anyway, so it's not super dark for you. It's really, really dark on my screen because I've got it set up for taking screenshots in really bright areas. I'll show you this. What I can actually do is if I bring up the thumbnail that I'm planning. I want you guys to let me know what you think is the best thumbnail. I want to make a video where the title is going to be, let's talk about the A-10 coming to War Thunder. And what do you think is the best out of these 3 thumbnails I've got planned? So I'll do this one. See how it's like a really bright area? Please give me the ability to scroll. It's not going to do it. It's not going to be nice. This one? Or that one? What do you guys reckon? 1, 2, or 3? Just type in the comments. Type in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. What do you reckon? Yeah, there you go. Oops. That's not going to work, is it? I don't have my camera set up. There we go. F-14A versus Su-27 would be so cool. I could play DCS-like vehicles without the rage of being killed from 60 miles away. Yeah? You guys think 3? That's what I had my family round the other day, and my family don't really know much about YouTube. They don't know much about what I do. Oh my goodness, so many comments. Thank you guys. 3, 3, 1, 1 or 3. It looks like everyone likes 1 or 3. Nobody likes number 2. That's interesting. I didn't mind number 2. I guess it's sort of... maybe we'll use that same screenshot for a later thumbnail for like a gameplay video on the thing. I think I've got a better option for a gameplay thumbnail though. Plus, it's not carrying the correct loadout, is it? So I can't do that. Ah, go away. Press the wrong button. 3. Most people saying 3. It looks like. 2 radar signals then get compared to one another on the missiles. Autopilot uses the Doppler shift to filter out clutter and track the targets. Why chaff won't work and you do best in head-ons. Yeah. Sparrows are best for shooting down aircraft coming towards you from 60 miles away. Like, you're not going to do super well against a target that you're in a tail chase. That's why we still have trouble locking them. Ion, do Aspides work in the same way? Because I know the Aspide was modeled off of the M7E, kind of a mixture between the M7E and the M7F, and I believe it had the inverse monopole seeker from the M7M, or from Skyflash. But do they work in the same way with both the search and track radar and the illuminator, or do they just have the tracking radar, like an R530 or an R3R? Because I'm not familiar with. I thought Aspide was literally just an Italian version of Skyflash. I didn't realize it was even different at all, but apparently it's quite unique. I didn't realize that initially. I made a boo-boo. Let's see, what else are we getting? We've got a few ships that we could have a look at. Let me have a quick look. As far as Naval's concerned, there's one that I'm actually legitimately excited for, which is this thing. This thing is beautiful. I love the Russian Navy ships. I don't know why. The Russian Navy, like frigates and corvettes, God, they're beautiful. This thing is massive for a boat. It is like the size of a destroyer. It's not called a frigate either. In the tech tree, it is... I can actually highlight it. It is called a motor torpedo gunboat. But I would think that this would be what you would call a corvette. Inspired is the AIM-7E2 body with a monopole seeker instead of the conical scan antenna around the older Sparrows. Okay, so it pretty much is a Skyflash then. It's an AIM-7E2 with a inverse monopole seeker. For those who don't know what that means, I don't quite know what that means. But, no, shut up. It means better. Can I not... There you go, shut up. Bloody AK-630s. These are the same... That 30mm gun you see firing there, by the way, guys, is the same 30mm gun that you still see on, like, the Moscow. Like, the Kit... No, I don't think the Kirov has it. Maybe, no, the Kirov probably has it. The, I forgot the name of the Russian carrier now. That's terrible of me. I can't quite remember what other Russian ships have it. This thing has a 76mm gun that fires very quickly. And it is... This thing's gonna be fun because it's huge. I'll sail up to that destroyer over there and show you just how big this thing really is. I can't aim over the hull. I can't aim up over the bow because it's too tall. There we go. I would have thought I could do it at this range actually. This thing does a ton of damage. For a high explosive round, this thing has just an insane damage output. What are we talking about? F-16s? I didn't see what you guys said. Someone asked what headset I have. What headset you got? I think I have the same one. It is an Arctis Pro wireless. It is one of only a couple of wireless headsets that exist that actually work with the Go XLR. I don't think I can kill this destroyer with high explosive rounds. I can set it on fire apparently though. I might actually take it out. And we also have, just for good measure, we have proxy fuse high explosive rounds. I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, I actually have 360-degree turret traverse. Let's see if we can shoot this guy down. Nah, I'm not gonna hit him from that range. We'll wait, we'll see if he comes back around. But I have had good luck in test flight, in test sails, shooting down those planes. It's actually a very, very good gun. Very, very good gun. Conical scan antenna is just a rotating antenna. Inverse monopole seekers are a cluster of fixed antennas that use travel time to find direction. I see, okay. So the initial antennas on the Sparrows act more like a Sidewinder seeker then, where they spin, they rotate. That's interesting. This is the kind of information you find out when you get shit wrong. Because people like Ion Physic, people like Scav, Excel, a lot of people from sort of the military intelligence area only talked to me a lot about this kind of information after I started fucking up. I started making videos about like historical things and I started getting information wrong and they were like, let me correct you. I was like, thank you so much. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. Look at the height of this thing. Those radars on top, it's massive for a boat. That's a destroyer. That's a World War II destroyer. It's a German one. But, oh my god, this thing is huge. Let's see. He's too far away. But yeah, that I'm actually quite... That is one Naval Forces thing I am legitimately excited for. And there's not a lot you could say that about. How many people we got in chat at the moment? Oh my goodness, so many. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, chat on YouTube just took a little while to catch up. Absolutely got spammed. Love you too, Koala. Ah, cheers, man. Let's have a look. What else? We are getting a new Japanese battleship, aren't we? Congo. Let's have a quick look at this thing. This is... it's not going to be the best in the game. I think that will still go to Hyuga. Hyuga is looking pretty darn good right now. I don't have it, obviously, because I don't play Naval. I'm not very good at Naval anyway, but according to everyone who is, Hyuga is about the most overpowered thing in the game right now. I expected that would be Scharnhorst. I do actually have Scharnhorst. I asked Gaijin for it, and I've only played it once. I expected this thing would be better, but apparently not. Apparently Hyuga is about the most overpowered thing you get in Naval. Let's see, what else? America is getting Arizona, which for some reason I don't have. I didn't get that on the dev server. This is a... Is it a New Mexico class? It's not, is it? It is a... Fuck, my World of Warships knowledge has abandoned me. It's not an Arizona class, is it? It is a... Pennsylvania class, there you go. Couldn't get it in time. What else from Naval? Not much. I think America's getting one new boat. This thing. Kimchi, it should be. Which is a South Vietnamese gunboat. Looks very funny. Looks like it should be really slow, and it is. 27 kilometers an hour. That's going to be a pain in the ass to play. Oh boy. And what else? The B-26. This is something I was having a look at last night. This is going to be absolutely worthless. Completely worthless. If you're excited about this aircraft, I am sorry to disappoint you, because it is going to be shit. It is a B-25J1 at 4.7 with one extra 1,000 pound bomb. That's the only difference. Same offensive armament, same defensive armament, slower, more sluggish. The tail is in the way of the rear gun, unlike the B-25, which has the twin boom tail, so you can fire straight out the back. This thing has terrible firing angles. And other than that, it's a B-25J1 at 4.7. So I hope it doesn't stay at this BR on the live server, because it'll be pointless. You'll never even get to the bombing base. You'll never make it. B-26 is an aircraft that people have wanted to see for years, and if this thing was added 5 years ago, it would be fantastic. It would be absolutely fantastic. It's a lot faster though. It's not. Not at the moment, at least 425 kilometers per hour. And the B-25J1, the worst version of it, is 440. And I've tested this out extensively. At low altitude and at high altitude, the B-25 is about 40 kilometers per hour faster. And also, what was I going to say? The only way the B-26 outdoes it is in climb rate. This thing will climb a lot better, and its engines seem to cool themselves a lot better. That's the other difference. You can wet for a lot longer without overheating your engines. Maybe it's meant to be faster. I don't know a whole lot about this aircraft. But yeah, the day of medium bombers being a threat in War Thunder is pretty much over. If it's not the Ju-288, it's not a threat. But yeah, unfortunately, at the moment, unless this thing gets a big boost to speed, it's not going to be very good. Wish the UK got the B-26 too. I would prefer the UK gets a Manchester. It's an Avro Manchester, which is like a twin-engine Lancaster. And it is the sexiest bomber that has ever been made. Yes, you B-29, B-36, YB-35, YB-49 fans, you can fuck off. Okay, the Manchester, the Lancaster, these are better. Because they're British. Go away with your Americans. What else? What else have we got? What else needs to be added? There's so many medium bombers that could be added to the game. The Ju-86P, which is just the German version of this thing, which admittedly is a BR 1.3, so it's not actually very good, but you know, this is what the Spitfire Mark V was developed to counter. And the Germans, I don't think they really used it much. So I guess it's kind of fair that Sweden got it, but yeah. You get little pictures when looking at armor analysis. What? How do you mean? More Shackletons. Are there really any more Shackletons we can get? I would love to see some more medium bombers though. Manchester. Americans can get the B-23 Dragon. At later BRs, we can get like a B-66 Destroyer, which is basically an American version of the Voltor 2B. No weapons, about 1,000 kilometers per hour, relatively small bomb load, twin engine, decently maneuverable. It's basically an American Voltor 2B. Not that America needs it at the moment, because their teams are about to die, but yeah. Can you test out the Congo? I can't at the moment. I would have to grind out the entire Japanese Navy tree, unfortunately. Oh no, I can test it out. Okay. It's the American battleship. I didn't get it. I didn't get on the dev server, unfortunately. Let me turn that music down slightly again. Okay, you stop shooting. Bloody secondaries. Oh my god. Battleships, am I right? We'll test out the guns, don't you worry. In about 5 years, we'll test out the guns. This is why Gaijin didn't want to add battleships to the game. Look how much of a massive pain in the ass they are. Let's just, while we're waiting... Which direction can I actually launch this thing out? There we go. How do I do it? Do I just press U again? There we go. Off we go. Wait a few hours for the turrets to start traversing. Press U to switch. Alt G to activate the smoke. Yep. I don't know why it wouldn't just be G. Oh, that's for landing gear. Of course it is. But these are all float planes, so I guess I don't need to have a landing gear control. That's not really how float planes work, Gaijin. They tend to float on their floats. At least last I checked. Okay, we are now a B5N2. It's the first thing. It's the first thing I do is I go and rip them off. I've got no fuel left. I don't really know how I'm leaving a smoke screen when I don't have any engine. But sure. See if I can actually glide all the way over to this boat and drop some bombs on it. Nah, not even close. Okay, our guns have finally turned around. Let's point them at this thing. See how much damage that... Oh my god, look at that salvo go. Fucking, I would not like to be that guy right now. Take an age and a half to reload, of course, because it's battleship. I missed. I shot too far in front. How long does it take to find the range? More aerodynamic now? Yeah. Swedish helicopters, that's another thing I forgot about them. We want to shoot over here, apparently. Boop. No, I'm not reloaded yet. Okay, hold on a minute. 6 seconds. See, I'm slowing down now. Updating range. 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be more like there, and boom. That sounds so good. We'll do it one more time, and we'll do it from third person. I never play Naval, but I love test driving all the Naval stuff because, oh, are you fucking kidding me? All that time waiting for that. Okay, yes, please update the range and actually give me the correct range this time, please. That'd be really nice. God, it takes so long to reload. This is longer than it takes in World of Warships. Slow it down. Slow it down. Drop that anchor. Let's aim a wee bit closer. A wee bit lower down. Oh yeah, I can do that, can't I? I can't do it anymore. Now it's gonna be like there. Yes. This should hit. One hit! Really? I do not know how to aim guns in Naval. I could reduce the range. There we go. That's how I do it. I forgot all the keybinds I have set up for Naval. There, maybe? And then let's do it in third person. Has a lot of AA. It should have a lot of AA, shouldn't it? Yeah. 2, 1. Ah, not so great for the sounds in third person. Doesn't sound powerful. Just sounds sort of meh. Are these gonna reach? They're not gonna reach, are they? Oh, a few of them did. Okay, so it's Naval. It's a battleship. It's kind of your standard thing. That's the problem with Naval. All the ships kind of function pretty much the same way. All the battleships kind of are pretty much the same. All the All the heavy cruisers are pretty much the same, aside from maybe some of the really powerful German ones. All the light cruisers, pretty much all the same. All the destroyers, mostly the same. There's no sort of noticeable, like, this versus the Arizona, I wouldn't really be able to tell much of a difference in how you use them. Maybe between that and the Hyuga. They're all going to be pretty similar. Your differences are going to be things like AA, are going to be things like maybe penetration, your armor belt, but you're only going to notice that when you get hit. A-10A late have the AGM-65Ds, not on the dev server, not yet. It will get them on the live server, which I'm excited for, but they are not here yet. Most of the A-10A's weapon slots aren't here yet. You don't have any sort of... it says 6 here, but you only actually get 3 of them. And yeah, on the A-10 Premium, it does actually display 6 of them, but you can only fire 3. It fires 2 at a time for some reason. So you've got 2 like this. This plane is going to be so nuts. You'll be able to carry, not this version, this is the Premium. This will only be able to carry 2, but you'll be able to carry 4 AIM-9Ls on the Tech 3 version. Your 6 Mavericks, AGM-65Ds, 2, maybe 4 GBU-8s. I think it could only carry 2, and then 2 regular 2,000-pound bombs. This thing's gonna kill you before you even know it's there. And let's be honest, you should pretty much know it's there. Oh look, there's another A-10 back there. That's the A-10 Tech 3 version that I had in my lineup just a minute ago. That's interesting. Because I've only got the one in my lineup. And then it's got the F4E back in there. I like that system it has where it displays all the vehicles you have around you. There's the Apache Longbow, there's the Phantom, there's the A-10A Premium. Not gonna lie, I prefer the grey camo. Do you guys agree? What's better? The Premium camo? The Premium... Louis, what the fuck are you doing? Can you guys hear that in the background? That's my rabbit. Oh god, it looks so ugly. This looks like an Italian prop fighter from like this fucking. It looks like a Spanish Civil War fighter. That's what it looks like. It looks like a CR-42 or something. Yeah, that's the vibes I'm getting. Oh, this thing. This is what it looks like. Yeah, fucking so ugly. Why would you curse an A-10 with that camouflage? Go away. Premium camos are garbage. Yeah, this is the best camo. It doesn't even have the mouth. I don't care. This is your best camo. Fight me IRL. I will die on that hill. The grey camos for the US aircraft are sexy. So ugly. Dude, no. It looks so much better than that ugly ass colored camo. I don't like colored camos. It's like every single like marketplace livery that has like a tiger theme. I'm like, fuck, go away. Don't like it. Let's have a look at these Swedish helicopters. They haven't changed anything, have they? So you get your 6 RB-53s. This thing is going to be the biggest pain in the ass to grind with. Because you have to get so close, because these missiles are so slow. And you don't have any rockets either. You don't have any other weapons. You don't even have like a few rockets like the other Hueys have, the other starter helicopters. Like the Italian one, or the Japanese one. They just have a few rockets. You don't even have that. This thing doesn't even get 4 rocket pods. This thing's so bad. Look at that, that's it. That is your only air-to-ground weapon. And then a minigun. 14 rockets. How the fuck are you supposed to grind with that, Gaijin? That is not okay. Not that it gets much better. I'm gonna quickly check my rabbit. What are you doing? You piece of shit. Oh my god. She broke a fucking, like an ornament we had on a shelf that is way taller than I expected she would be able to get to. She jumped up like fucking that high from ground level? What the fuck? What creature do I have? That is not a rabbit. That is a fucking kangaroo. That is not a rabbit. Anyway, fucking hell. Other than that, all these helicopters are copy-paste. Got What was that? Is it gonna do that again? Oh, Gaijin, you never cease to disappoint me. Oh, wow. Okay, little float plane helicopter we've got here. That's cool. That's interesting. That's like a floating helicopter like that. Let's see. Can we actually? If I go and test flight, there's no water in the helicopter test flight, is there? We'd have to go into a custom battle. What the fuck? How am I supposed to fly? What the fuck? Can this warning please get off my screen? Let me just import my controls setup. My standard control. This should already be imported and it should go away. Nope. Horizontal radar, IRST, target Q, control axis, vertical radar, target control axis. Yeah. Okay, you can go away now. I don't care. Unfortunately, no water anywhere in this test flight map. Apparently, there is a little river here, so they might have changed that. But it's not big enough for me to float on. Go away! Get off my screen! Why does it do this to you? It's like the fucking... every time you... Oh no, it's a road, not a river. It's just slightly wet. It's not a river, Gaijin. It's just a slightly damp road. Mud. Does this thing skid? It does not! That's fun. Ooh, that's a... Fucking hell. That's a really nice, loading screen you got there. So this is also a 7.7. This should be your stock helicopter. Fuck this thing. Don't add this thing. Unless you're gonna add it with, like, later weapons. I'm sure it carried something later. I guess they want to add it because it's the only unique thing Sweden has is these missiles. But, like... Fuck, how are you supposed to grind? 355s. These are ITOs, aren't they? Yeah. So this is a BO-105 with ITOs. That's quite interesting. Is that what the premium German one gets? The CB2? This thing gets ITOs, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So this is copy-paste. Sorry, that one's copy-paste. This one has anything unique? Does it carry... No, same thing. RB55C, TOW2s. Interesting. That's gonna be cool. And then an Apache longbow. Apache longbow or regular? Regular AH-64A. But it's gonna get... I swear to God, this rabbit. I'm gonna go and grab her. Hellfires, these are gonna be... It doesn't tell me which model of the Hellfire they are. What do you have? AGM-114Bs, please tell me it gets something later. Nope. That's disappointing. Sweden's top helicopter. AIM-9, yeah, AIM-9Ls. And Stingers, apparently. Not that you would ever use them over AIM-9Ls. And then AGM-114Bs. That's disappointing. I would really like this thing to get like 114Ks or something. Give us some more variants of the Hellfire, Gaijin, please. Give us some AGM-114R? M? N? I'm gonna go and stew this rabbit. Stop it! What have you done? No! Oh no! She has broken something that was made of glass. Why do I keep doing that? She's broken something that was made of glass, so I'm gonna have to put her away because I don't want to get her feet caught in it. Hey, calm down. She's shedding all over me because she's stressed. I love how the camera can't quite decide whether she's in the foreground or the background. You are not going on my keyboard. Go away. Get out of my top. Yeah. So this is Amelia. She has been in our family for a few months, and she has been nothing but pain. She actually was quite sick a few weeks ago, and we've had to spend a few $100s in vet trips. Stop shedding. I know you're stressed. Calm down. I'm gonna put you away now. Being naughty. She's very cute. We were very worried that we might have to put her down a few weeks ago. She wasn't eating. She had loads of food and she wasn't eating. She got really thin. Apparently there was something wrong with her digestive system. Spent a few $100s getting her fixed and she's on the mend. And, okay, no biting. That's rude. We don't do that. Alright, I will put her back in her enclosure. You are not allowed out anymore when I'm streaming. Naughty. I am now covered in white fur. But yeah, she's knocked something off a shelf that was made of glass, so I don't want to risk her getting it in her feet. And I will sort that out later. We've got our other rabbit, Louis, but he won't have anything to do with it. He also will not let me pick him up, so don't expect to see him on stream. Alright, let's have a look at some more Israeli tanks, shall we? That was the thing we were working on. What time is it? Just gone 11 in the morning. So, I better stop streaming relatively soon. Leif's gonna be home, and I want to get a video done. One on the A-10, and I want to finally finish up this Armorcast video that I've been wanting to upload for like 2 months. Let's see, what else can we have a look at? I'm really concerned about this thing. This is a shot cal without the APFSDS round. It's a Centurion. Oh, this thing does have the APFSDS round. I thought this one didn't. I thought it was only the 8.7. No, this one doesn't. This is the one I'm thinking of. This only has heat. From a Centurion, I mean, it better have a bloody good engine. Because if this is just a regular old Centurion Mark 10, not even Mark 10, it hasn't got the armor. If this is just a regular old 105 Centurion with no APFSDS at 8.0, I worry that this thing might struggle. However, me personally, I just kind of am not very good with Centurions. I don't like them. I feel like they're a little bit, if you play them correctly, they're a little bit boring. Let's see, Tehran, this is going to be a T-55 or a Type 59, Type 88 or something like that with a 105mm gun. Yeah, this is quite interesting. I'm surprised we're not seeing the Tehran 6, which is the more modified variant. I'm sure that will come at a later date. It better bloody not come as a premium, Gaijin. It's like the only fully unique thing Israel has until the Merkavas. Don't do that to us, don't make it a premium. This thing people are excited about. I don't really know why. It's a Vulcan with stingers. Big whoop. I don't get why people are so up in arms about this thing. But yeah, it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be great. It's Centurion Mark 5.2 is what it is. Okay. It better have an upgraded engine though, because if it's a regular old Centurion at 8.0, fighting against 9.0s, fighting against T-64As, no, that's not gonna work. That's not going to be good for you at all. This thing is unique, I guess. I mean, it is. It's a M3 half-track with... These are these SS11s? Yes, they are. You got your big binoculars here. I say big. You got your... Are they just like a regular old pair of binoculars stuck onto this thing? Is that how you find targets? How do you actually aim the missiles? Does someone have to stand in the back here and manually guide them? These are sackless missiles though, aren't they? Hand aiming. Okay, so they're manual command missiles, not automatic. So that means gonna be WASD guided, not mouse guided. Megach 6. This should be, it's just an M60A1 with more 50 cals, more machine guns. How many machine guns you want, Israel? Yes. That's how many you get. M190, AMX-13, and then an M51 Sherman with a cast hull. Which is... Some people have been saying they like the look of this one better. I'm not sure. I kind of agree, but at the same time it does look a bit silly, and I'm very worried about... Like, people have been going nuts over this thing having so much penetration for its BR. But it's not great. It's powerful, but also bad. It's very, very good in firepower and then shit in every other regard. It's slow, it has a long reload, no armor whatsoever. 6 point, I mean, I would rather take a Jumbo 76 any day of the week. You don't need that much penetration. And penetration alone is not enough to make it good. If that was true, we wouldn't have this motherfucker down here. 4.7 with the same penetration from a Heat FS round. Yeah, penetration is not everything. This thing has a 10-second reload as well. Penetration is not everything. So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of these vehicles. Lav AD shouldn't be 10.0. I think it should, but it just needs stingers to be fixed. At the moment, maybe not. But I think instead of down-tiering the Lav AD, a better option is to just work on stingers, work on their guidance. They really should be tracking a lot better than they are. You can see videos of stingers going up, pulling like a 90-degree turn in midair, no problem whatsoever. That's like a FIM 92K though. But yeah, they should be tracking a lot better than like heading straight towards a target and then whoops, missed. Like they don't track very well at all. AMX ELC bits. My World of Tanks brain from years ago is looking at this and going, ooh, I'll kill it. Oh, I'll kill it with fire. Oh, I don't like it. Let me upgrade it and see how quick it is. It should be pretty quick. Okay. You don't need to grind out everything right in front of me. Let me just not buy the last upgrades. We don't need a smoke round. We're only test driving the damn thing. What do you think about the ITO LAV, the LAV AT? I think it works. I would prefer to see an M1134, which is the striker variant of the same sort of weapon system. This is going to unlock my tank, isn't it? Oh no. Okay, let's go. Let's have a little look. Heat FS with how much penetration? 320. That's very standard, especially for the BR. What's its reload rate? 8.7 seconds. That's a bit of a pain. No fully traversing turret, even while it's stationary, which is a bit of a pain. What the AMX ELC had was that you could traverse the turret all the way around, but only when the tank wasn't moving. This thing is so small. It makes an AMX 13 look huge. And that's not a big tank. My god, I can't imagine gun depression is going to be very good. Or exist at all. Does it honestly have like 1 degree of gun depression? Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's actually surprisingly good. Okay, I was not expecting that. Look how small this is. This is smaller than the hull of a KV-1. Look at that! You're gonna imagine having bushes, having all of the bushes in the game, and just plastering this vehicle in bushes. No one will ever see you coming. 8.7 second reload, not the fastest thing in the world. I'm gonna get stuck here, aren't I? Oh! Almost. Whoa! Okay, she's wobbly. That's it. Get the gun up. I don't expect you to have much elevation either. A tiny little turret. Look at this thing. Most tanks will eat this for breakfast. That's like L333 size. Grinding is easy as fuck in the dev server. Yes. I had a separate free purchasable version of GE because, you know, you're supposed to be testing the game in the dev server. Yes, but they also want people to test out the other vehicles against the new vehicles. So they make you grind. What I think they should do is give, instead of giving everyone, a lot of people suggest give everyone all the new stuff on the dev server. What I think they should do is give everyone every vehicle except the new stuff on the dev server and let you grind it all out. Because people grind at different paces. So you end up getting a whole bunch of people playing the new stuff, and then a whole bunch of people playing everything around that BR as well. Because like someone who's playing the game who isn't at top tier yet gets like nothing out of the dev server because they can't test out half the shit, and they're not going to spend days grinding on the dev server when they could be grinding on the live server. So I don't know, give everyone every single vehicle in game except all the new ones, and then they can just play that BR range. Dropped my 5th nuke. Good job, Gunmaster. That's pretty good. I still haven't... I've only gotten 2 nukes. And I haven't actually got the chance to drop either of them. The first one, the game ended about 3 seconds after I realized I had 2,500 spawn points. it was seconds from over, and the second one I spawned in and the game ended before I got to the base. Before I got to the battlefield, I couldn't drop it. So I've never actually won a game with a nuke. The first game we won, the one where I noticed I had 2,500 spawn points, but I never spawned a nuke in. The second game we lost, and I don't tend to get nukes very often. I don't tend to get that because I use too many vehicles in a lineup. I intentionally J out of a vehicle to spawn in another vehicle, so I never end up getting that many spawn points at a time. I'll have like 4,000 spawn points over the course of a game, but I'll use them all, so I never end up with nukes. With the lovely mediation, that makes a hell of a lot of sense. With what now? Still boring yourself. Oh, the dev server. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a neat way of doing it. So you still get everyone playing the BR Edge at the same time. Like, is anyone really going to play 6.3 on the dev server to grind out the ELC base? I mean, they'll just play France, won't they? They'll play the CA Lorraine and like the MX M4 and shit around here to grind out the ELC base. They're not going to be playing like American 6.3 when American 6.3 doesn't have anything. So I guess it kind of makes sense, but I don't think in the space of 1 or 2 days, anyone, even with the 5 times grinding, can grind out like half a tech tree. It's just not doable, especially with so few. Look, 46 battles. Mostly you'll be fighting bots, so you can rack up plenty of kills. But still, it could do with an improved system. If you're fighting mostly bots anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're just playing like French 6.7 to grind out the ELC base. Doesn't really make any difference. What camos do you have? Just your standard ones. That actually looks pretty nice. That looks really cool. I like that. That's the one time I might use the Verdant camo. Red Desert, not a fan of this one. I guess some people might be. This is the one that everyone spends all of them. Do you reckon Gaijin's made more money on these camos than they have on most of the premiums in the game? Because I reckon they have. Everyone has these camos. Everyone buys these. I don't like it on the lav, actually. I prefer something... Oh wait, these ones... Nope. Not bad. Not bad. I don't mind it. That looks quite nice. Of course, there's the basic desert ones that all the American tanks have, which look pretty. I mean, this is what you always see, like the Abrams with. It's rare to see the Abrams without that. And then this one. Like in all the images and all the wallpapers, it's always that desert camo Abrams. Yeah, not bad. I actually quite like this one. That looks very cool. I might actually use this camo for the first time in my life. What else? I don't think there's too much else. We can have a look at... I'm really disappointed by the Israeli tank tech tree not adding some of the unique stuff, like A-10. A-10's a wheeled vehicle with, I believe it's a 25mm gun. It's pretty much an Israeli version of the Type 87. But it's got some armor. It's a little bit slower, but it's actually got some decent protection. So it would be quite interesting. The Pare is an anti-tank missile carrier. The Terran 6 is an actual unique modification of a Russian vehicle. This is just like a Type 88 with... It's probably a T-64 with just a 105mm gun slapped in there. Sorry, T-54, not T-64. What did I say? Fuck, I've forgotten. Anyway, the Gaijin, you could have put more work into this. Like, come on. It's a small tech tree as is. Please give us, like, some unique stuff. Nemer, A-10, Perech. That's about all I can think of, but... No, they're the three, like, fully unique vehicles that Israel has, besides Merkavas. And we've already had Merkavas in the game for years, so... Come on. Put some effort in. By the way, is chat enabled for the dev server for people that don't know? The chat is enabled for the dev... Okay. I did not realize that. I have not seen anyone using it, but I've only been in customs. What else? This thing with basically Stora 1. With the Dazzlers here. So, that's nice, I guess. I won't buy it, but I already have the top tier Chinese, so... Yeah, this is a very, very cool lineup. We need some Chinese helicopters, but I am gonna enjoy this. I've got my camo for the Type 99. I wish I had the proper digital Type 99 camo. But I wonder if that's only really been applied to the Type 99A. No, it hasn't. I'm sure it hasn't. I'm sure it's been applied to some of the other vehicles. No high-tier IFVs for China yet. That's something I would love to see added. Some ZBD 04s and 05s, maybe 08s. This thing is good. It's the same chassis as this thing, but with like a 30mm and some ATGMs. I believe they're the same ATGMs as this, so pretty good. For 7.3, this vehicle is kind of OP. These things are... they're TOW2s. They're TOW2s at 7.3. It's fucking ridiculous. The BMP-1 is already a fantastic vehicle for 7.3. I think it could be 7.7. This thing, with virtually TOW2 level missiles, 8.0. Easy. Easy. Just give it the HJ-73Cs stock. These are regular, yeah, HJ-73As or Bs or whatever. Give it C's stock and give it the E's upgraded. Boom. 8.0. Easy. And then there is versions of this thing with a 30mm gun, I believe, or maybe a 25mm that we could see. So all up, look, this update is going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good, interesting update. There is plenty more that I think Gaijin should work on adding, but for now, this is some good stuff. Let me load up this thing with some bombs. Let me set up a custom battle for those of you who want to join. We will set it up without a password or anything, so anyone can join. No T-84. I don't think Gaijin would want to add Ukrainian tanks to War Thunder with what's going on in Europe right now. Probably not. There's no regard with where they could do that and not get completely shat on by the international community. So, new Challenger APS is projectile based rather than IR. Yeah, that's the same with the T-55 Drost as well. It's a hard kill system. Let's put it on. What map do you reckon? Let's try the new one. Let's try. Is it in here? It's not in here. It's not in here, is it? We could go by... No, we don't have them. Unless we just join one of the existing custom battles. I believe there are a bunch going on. No, the ones that were usually set up aren't there. Okay, let's make Middle East because it's a freaking A-10. Here we go. No password, unlimited number of players, any BR. Let me take off the clouds, and there we go. Anyone who wants to join, let's get in. Oh, let's come kill me in the A-10. Come use your Rolands. I'm gonna use my Mavericks, and you guys can use your Rolands and shit, and see how powerful you are against an A-10 that plays Mavericks, you know, decently well. White Rock Fortress is my favorite map. Oh, dude, are you a masochist? Are you an actual masochist? White Rock Fortress is the worst. Yeah, I will start the game. I wonder if you guys won't be able to find it until it's going, because there are problems with maps that aren't ongoing. We could do Red Desert. I don't play that map enough. We could do Spaceport. That'd be a good one. But if you guys want to join in, please come and do so. Nah, White Rock Fortress is a massive pain in the ass. It's worst. It's the map I had banned for most of my time. Now I have Breslau banned, but I don't think it's in rotation anymore because everyone hated it. Okay, we don't have anyone else in yet. I know in previous dev servers there's been a problem with finding custom battles that are ongoing. Played White Rock with the HSTVL. Played around the outskirts on A. I don't remember the layout of caps. I haven't played it in too long. Just depends on the team makeup. Personally, I hate the map. There's too many up and down, up and down, up and down. It's very close quarters because, like, even though it's a relatively big map, but there's no actual long-range sightlines that you get. And there's all these hills and rocks that you have to kind of traverse over. It's a massive pain just to get around anywhere. And once you start pushing towards the enemy spawn, there's nothing they can do. Once you start pushing on their spawn, you have a covered location to spawn camp from straight after the cap. So, it's a massive pain in the ass for me to play. I don't like it. Which custom is it? It's the only one created by me. I haven't made any others. Poland map is the worst, you think? I actually quite like it. Gotta admit, my favourite map might honestly be... Oh, it might still be Carpathians, but Carpathians is too small. But as a map design, it's very, very good. Custom battle doesn't show up. Really? Okay, that's a shame. It's not working. What we will do is we can all spam one of the custom battles that's already going. How about we do that? We'll go in. We'll ruin everyone's game. Now, all the other customs I saw only had... Okay, no, up to 64. Let's all spam this one. Everyone jump in here. Let's see what we can do. Is this one of the, like, you can spawn every vehicle type in? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, that's fun, isn't it? We'll take out the A-10s. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm about to die. What we should do is like A-10s versus Kai-10s. Yeah, that'd be a fun custom battle. Oh god, I'm about to die. Is this arcade? This is arcade, isn't it? Yeah, definitely arcade. Oh god, I don't know how to play arcade. Come on, I can get you. Yes, there we go. I win. Oh no! Almost hit the ground. Ah, bloody kill steal. Fields of Normandy is my favorite in 7.0 US. I don't mind Fields of Normandy. I don't think it's too bad. Oh shit, that's for me. That was a Sam, wasn't it? That didn't feel like a... yeah, that's that guy over there. Am I about to die? I probably am. Oh shit, it's gone. I'll take you. No, go away! They might be IR guided SAMs though, because they seem to be fooling for flares. I'm rate fighting in an A-10. This is how you're supposed to use this aircraft. In arcade, no less, because you know, way to just ruin everyone's fun. This feels so weird. Oh no. I don't have any M9Ls either. Custom battle did not have joins after start. Actually, that's why nobody could see it. Oh really? Yep. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Haha! God, arcade is so weird. Who plays this game mode? Okay, so if I restart it, God, that is loud. If I restart it, is it gonna work? And have that setting on? I didn't realize I didn't have that on. I guess because I was doing thumbnail things. Thank you. Wow, you don't lead very far, do you? Oh, he's invincible. Ow! God, you barely even hear them come in. The sound of a Vulcan, sorry, not a Vulcan, an Avenger hitting the ground near you is not really. Apparently the British jet's bombs got updated, but not to the ones Buccaneer S1 can carry. That would be a shame. They actually fixed the issue, but not properly. Go away. Oh shit! Go away, don't shoot me. I know that the freaking things can still... Oh, hello. Ah. Open the chat bubble in the escape menu. Oh, this one. Hello. Told you China's somewhat back. Yay! Let's try and spawn in an M1A2 just to be a dick. Actually, let's do it, but let's do that. And let's see if we can shoot down some planes. Come and strafe me, you motherfuckers! Ah, missed. Oh, not now, I'm not ready. Oh, damn it, you broke my cannon. How did you break my cannon with a 30 mil? Imagine shooting me with like an A-10's 30 mil and only getting my gun barrel. That's a shame. I think that the J8B placeholder radar will help enough with its only 2 radar missiles it's carrying. If it keeps that Type 280 radar on the live server, I think that is the radar it should actually have. It's just that the stats of it aren't accurate at the moment. That's pain. Okay, someone come in nice and close. I can probably hit this guy from this range. Not quite. Don't shoot him down with a SAM, he's a fucking biplane. That's so rude. Ah, almost got him. God, looking at all these A-10s coming in. No! No way. Boom. I'm just gonna get you with a high explosive round. Now you can't hit me. You messed me up there. Can I penetrate this with a 50 cal? Oh lord. Time to die. I was gonna play Mirage 3, seeing it consistently up tier to 11.3, but this is better. Let's see, how many people are in here now? Oh god, we've just completely ruined this fucking custom battle. Good! Should have a pulse Doppler radar. Not the J8B, I don't believe. J8H later variants did, but I think the J8B only had an MTI radar. I can't aim high enough. Oh no, I can't aim at you guys. Oh, now my gun barrel's damaged. Okay, I'm not waiting for the repair. I think it was only later variants of the J8 that had a pulse Doppler radar. I know it's only later variants of the J8 that can carry 6 missiles at a time. Oh, I hit him! God damn. When they're being spammed out, they're really difficult to counter because they just hit you from every angle. This is how American teams are gonna go when the patch first comes out. Ah, too late. Shot down. Ah, it was gun. That was him. God, the first thing they do is take out your cannon. It's insane. I didn't expect 30 mils would destroy your cannon that easily. See if we can take it. No, the lava's just not survivable enough. It's just constant. I can't do anything. Let's see. Are there other spawn points I can take? Oh god, never have a chance. Okay, let's come over here. Now you guys have to fly over here, see if you can beat me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mirage F1 is missing about 700 kilograms of thrust, and it's AS-30Ls. Yeah, it's missing a lot as far as its ordnance. I wasn't aware the Mirage F1C carried 30Ls. I would think that would be the Mirage F1E, but I might be wrong. Hi. But as far as missing thrust, it would be very nice if it got that, because the one problem I have with it is it still seems kind of small. He's gonna launch a Maverick at me, isn't he? He knows what he's doing. He's gonna launch Mavericks. Gonna smoke up. Gonna do this because he's only got AGM-65 A's, and they won't be able to lock me through smoke. There we go. Safe. Unless he's got the 30 mil. If he's got the gun pods, then I'm fucked. Oh, sorry. Ah! Oh, he did actually get me! He's using guided bombs. He's using, not paveways. What are they called? GBU-8s, I expect. Because the A-7's got them now. Where are you, you prick? There you are. All the A-10s finally making it over here. It was only 13 kilometers, but, you know, took them forever. Magic 2s, I understand, though. No, we're not going to get Magic 2s yet. No way. No way. We are not ready for them yet. It's bad enough. Oh, shit! I don't trust that that isn't for me. Let's get it out of here. If that hit him, that would have been insane. Where are you? He was right here. Where's he gone? There he is. Oh, if that hit him, that would have been so good. Is that for me? Yes, it is. Don't worry, I've saved you. It's fine. Yeah, smoke will deal with a Maverick very quickly. Even your engine smoke works against Mavericks. Walleyes with the flip one. Okay, yeah. I saw the pod there and I thought it might be the GBU-8. There's too many of them though, I don't have enough smokes. Ah, fuck it, he comes! Ah, and he's dead! No! He's gonna get me with the Maverick! Go away! Oh, damn it! Hit me in the gun. I fucking lightsabered that Maverick out of the sky with my gun. That's what we did. That was very intentional. It was very intentional. Promise. I wouldn't lie to you. Why would I do that? God, this is fun. Oh, just behind him. I actually hit him as well. Come here, you little prick. Damn it! Not high enough. I couldn't aim the gun up high enough. Ah, he's not coming down low enough. Oh, I actually detonated on him there. It just didn't work. There we go. Ah, we got team bombed. What a bitch. What a little bitch. He killed himself just to bomb us. That's what I mean. I can understand it not getting Magic 2s. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, yes, I get what you mean. Yeah, Magic 2s right now would make it ridiculously strong. I wouldn't be averse to that. I'm just gonna run this guy over because I'm a bastard. Ah, it's so funny. So funny, the physics that work. As soon as you touch an aircraft with a tank, it's like, eh. And now you die. See, I know you can't affect me, but even still. Did I ghost shell, or is there such a thing as spawn protection here? I think he was on spawn protection. Oh, hello there, my friend. Like how I get a range just by leaving the gun on him? Nah, not nearly far enough. If he launches, we gotta be quick on that smoke, because he's at quite close range now. There we go. Ow! That was a bit hard. I'm gonna protect you, don't worry. I will save. Get out of here. Oh no, we're getting hit from behind. I can't even tell where everyone is. Some good soup. Damn it. Good dodge. Get him! Yes, good. Get out of here. Can you stop? I can't believe that didn't kill him. Has he got my decal? No, he's got the other decal. Ah, damn. Need the koala decal. I don't think I actually have it on the M1A2. I don't. Bye. I can't hit him. He's got invulnerability. I wonder if that's what any of the A-10s have done, if they've been cheeky and just be like, I'll go quietly collect the invincibility, and then I'll come and attack, so you can't get killed with the, these rounds. Oh, he can hit me from there. Yeah, there we go, there's a launch. Oh, I drifted too far, it's gonna get me. This is so much fun, dude. Trying to defend against these Mavericks. Use the engine smoke and just back into it. Ow. Oh, good shit. That was an Azrad. Go away. Nope. Okay, he's gone. Oh, jeez, what am I being hit by? Hello there, my friend. You're gonna hit the ground if you're not careful. Oh no, of course he's not. It's arcade. Ow! No! No, no, no! Missed. Thank you. Alright, let's, cannot use guns or bombs if you're... Oh, yeah, right, you can't shoot either. Okay, let's spawn in our own A-10. Let's go. Is this invincible over here? No, I don't think it is. Whoop. I was a little bit stuck there for a second. Let's turn the ballistic computer on. Let's... Oh, this poor guy. Oh, I missed. Oh, no. Head on me, bro. Oh, damn. I'm surprised he survived that, actually. Oh, God. I did not see... Were they Zunies? They're spamming Zunies at me. Is there a stealth belt for the Avenger? I am not sure. Let me have a quick look. AKM65D's been added yet? No, they have not. Artus... Stillmanus? They are not in yet. Yes, there is a stealth belt, but it only has 4mm penetration. So no one's gonna use it. That's not right, is it? The A-10's armor piercing belts don't have tracers. The PG-14s don't have tracers. Actually, Ion, before I say anything, I should ask you, you would know a lot more about this than me. The PG-14s do not have tracers, do they? Not quite good enough. Oh, I'm on fire! Oh, no! Yeah. That's what happened. So this thing, against all the IR-guided SAMs, is practically invulnerable, aside from maybe the Saddam Mistral, because the Mistrals don't really give a fuck about flares. They're very resistant to flares. But everything else is going to really struggle to lock you. Saturate the area. And, ah, damn, I got killed by an F-104. No! Ah, I got him! Now his engine's dead, now I can get him next time. Not that I know. No, I didn't think, because all the times you see are the videos of A-10s firing into, like, M48s and shit. Never using tracers. I've never seen tracer rounds from an A-10. Can you just repair that instantly? Oh, he's immortal. Does he not know I'm... Oh. Oh, F4E. What? Age 64? I don't think so. Is the current Challenger 2 the British Army have better than the current Leopard and M1A2 Abrams? The current Challenger 2? No. I wouldn't say so. Some people would tell you that it is. It really depends on kind of which sources you trust for information. Based on everything I've seen though, and everything I believe to be true about the two tanks, no. There's no real regard in which a Challenger 2 is better besides A, Hesh round, and B, off-road maneuverability, because of its suspension. It has very, very good suspension, but no, the Abrams and definitely the Leopard have some significant advantages. How did I miss that? Into what? What did I hit? There was nothing there. Why does it keep teleporting me when I spawn in? How's this map even laid out? It's one of those custom, like, URL missions where you can just spawn everything. You can spawn ships, tanks, aircraft. Oh, that was rude! I was watching where the, oh god! Whew! That was close. Oh, just tagged me right at the end there, you cheeky bastard. Could you check what bombs the Jets Britain gets? It was not super clear what they got, but I assumed they were the MC bombs, and I can't get on the dev server as the launcher immediately crashes. Oh really, I had that problem as well earlier on. If you, what did I do to fix it? I can't remember. I will have a quick look. We'll spend a little longer in this custom because I'm having fun just sort of fucking around. See if I can get this guy this time. Oh, he's dodging out of the way. He kind of knows where I'm going to shoot. Actually, I think he's dodging through luck because he doesn't actually see me. Yep. Okay, let's get out of here. Challenger 3 will be terrible. It needs a new engine. It won't be terrible. You've got to remember, high speed these days is not such a significant factor. It's not a significant factor like it is in War Thunder. The quicker you can get around the battlefield, the better. Main battle tanks spend most of their time, even Abrams, Leopards, spend most of their time in combat traveling at 20 kilometers an hour, or stationary behind cover. It's only when you need to kind of get from place to place that you kind of put on the speed. And in that regard, has my dev server crashed? I think it has. I'm gonna have to quit out. And then I bet you when I reload back in, it won't work. Let me real quickly see if I can sort this out, because I got a system by which I can use my phone as a webcam and have it as like a wide angle camera, because I've got an iPhone 11, which is like a really good quality camera. And let me just real quick see if I plug it in whilst the stream is already going. I don't know if it will work. Thank you. Oh, it does. Sick. Let me put it in the little stand I've got. So I could have been doing this the whole time. I am well and truly an idiot. And there, I've got a little pause camera, little pause screen. And hold on, I'll wait for the game to load. Because if I try and switch scenes when it's in the middle there. Oh god, what has happened to my tripod? My brother was here yesterday and he was messing around with my setup. And I think he's mixed up all the camera angles I had. So my face might be off screen when I actually load up the right camera angle. Okay. Oop. Ah, it's not loaded War Thunder. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. How to change my YouTube name, because this is the email I use for work. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's loaded. There we go. I've got my little overlay here. You guys can see what's going on. I want to put a whole bunch of stuff in this sort of bottom right-hand corner. I've got a couple of widgets that I want to set up. I haven't had a chance to set up this overlay properly. But I can talk to you guys over here. And I can read chat and talk to you guys there. So, this is cool. Tarkin CV-12 is a terrible engine. Yeah, the Rolls-Royce Condor. Yeah, no, Britain better replace that. It is a bad engine. But, I'm surprised they didn't put the MTU engine that they tested in the Megatron in the Challenger 3. Why would you not do it? Megatron proved that any Challenger can mount this engine, but at the moment, they still plan to keep the damn Condor. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you hamstring your tank like that? I don't know. It seems like Britain kind of half-assed the Challenger 3. Like they were like, oh, okay, Ryan Mattel, design us a weapon system, design us a gun turret, and we'll just sort of throw it on the existing hull and call it a day. Like, come on, you had the opportunity to do something really cool here, to make the Challenger, like, the thing that everyone believes that it is on the internet. All the British fans think it's, like, the most indestructible turret that's ever existed. It's not. It's worse than the Abrams turret. But, Like, why would you not take the opportunity to really make it incredible? But no, they just sort of half-assed it. Cost? Yeah, cost, but at the same time, like, building tanks domestically gives you jobs. It gives back to the economy. This is why America put so much into the F-35, and at no point, even when it was way over budget, did they say, yeah, fuck it. They still put it into service because jobs. And now, it's paid itself back. Challenger 2 Street Fighter 2. A terrible design. Terrible. Let's take a tank that's dedicated to long-range sniping, but then we'll build it an armor kit that's designed for close-range urban fighting. But then let's give it a long-range anti-tank missile. What? Why? Why'd you waste it like that? But yeah. APS and the ability to repair teammates is really cool. I imagine it would be. I imagine if a teammate is getting absolutely skull-fucked by a helicopter, and like you rock up with your active protection system and just sit in the way of him and help him repair. That's gonna be so cool. Just to see how people use it. Anyway, let's check these British bombs. Let me do that. Ah, proper streamer. T-Boo talks about his strong armor, smiles and releases GBU-12 on it. Nah, true. The days of tanks having really strong armor are kind of over. They don't need it anymore because you've got all these weapons that kind of subvert the armor anyway. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at... You already got MC bombs, didn't you? Yeah. Buccaneer S1. Where's the S1? Here it is. You get HEMC. So those are the long ones, aren't they? Yeah. Let me see. S2 gets... Yeah, your same standard bombs? Yes, they did actually fix them. Fantastic, thank you, Gaijin. What about... I think the Canberras... Did they already get them? Yes? I think those are new, actually. What else carries these kinds of bombs? Phantoms, let's have a look at the Phantoms. Because the Phantoms were the most ridiculous. Yes, you got fixed. Try out the FGR2, because I actually have it spaded. Let me just do that one. That's the one we've already got selected. And let's have a look at... So they're the same looking bombs. They're not the really long ones from the Javelin, the low drag bombs. Sorry, the high drag. Low drag, yes, low drag bombs. These ones, these... Let me take off the bullpups. Ah, I can't actually do that because I don't have the aircraft. And I can't even buy it because I'm on the dev server. And it's a marketplace thing. I can't get it. Ah, damn it. What about S2? Do you carry the same? Are they the same? Of course I need to actually look at it. No, these are different again. That's quite interesting. Let's try, do you have just a full 1,000-pound bomb? Yes. So yeah, these are the old ones. I'll add you as a friend, but I don't, your friend list is different on the dev server anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay, so there we go. You check the Swift Mark 1. Yeah, the Swift is probably an important one as well, because it's one of your primary ground attackers. MC Mark 1, GP. So you've got both on this thing. Did it always have that? Ah, okay, so these are different again. I'm not entirely sure they are the correct model. Let's actually compare the two. 219 kilograms of TNT, 290 kilograms of TNT. There you go. But they're still not the low drag ones on the Buccaneer. These ones you can see in that image there. Buccaneer S1 has 2 types of 1,000-pound bombs. Okay. Alright, what else should we have a little test out? Should we go into a custom again and fly out the J8 and see sort of how powerful these missiles can be? Actually, let me give a quick test flight at the PL8s and see if they've changed them in any way since I test flew them yesterday, because these things, they say they pull like 40 Gs, but they don't. And I'm also going to turn off my air conditioner, because the air conditioner we have is right on top of the rabbit's cage. So if I leave it on, like, I'm nice and cool in this room, the rabbit's probably freezing, because I put Amelia away, didn't I, because she broke the glass. So I'm going to have to go and turn that off. So let me put it on pause. Bye, guys. I love having this keyboard as well. It's the Corsair, the keyboard that integrates with Stream Deck. So handy. I don't have to have a Stream Deck and I can still control the stream like this. Really cool. Where are you? You're up there. This thing should be pretty fast, especially at high altitude. So let's go up to high altitude and see what we get. US is simple. World War II era demolition bombs and Mark 80 series. Yeah, but then you've got all the different designations for your paveway bombs. Like GBU 12, GBU 13, GBU 15. They're different again. GBU 24, GBU 21, I think is one. I don't know. See, this is the problem. Like, you have so many different designations for the same size of bomb. I don't know what the change was, but yeah, there's like 5 different kinds of paveways that are all 500 pounds. Yeah, that's not 40 Gs, I can tell you that much. It won't hit him from here. If I launch at this angle. Yep, there we go. So yeah, these things aren't performing like they should, and apparently they're not even planned to be added on the live server. They do seem to come off the rails and maneuver immediately, which is very useful. So I guess they could leave them like this for now, but personally I'm never a fan of them half-assing weapons that, like, modeling them wrong intentionally just to shaft them for now until they can add them properly. And like you said, the PL5, PL5C, PL5E is the model you said they could get, which would actually be the next missile China could get. Which are like AIM-9 P5 level, aren't they? AIM-9 P4, P5? Looks like 20 Gs. Yeah, they're only pulling 20 Gs at the moment. So they function like AIM-9Js, and they're all they're rear aspect only. Yeah, the J8 is incredibly good. One thing I have found this plane does really, really well, I'll see if I can show you this real quick, is low speed handling. You can still control this thing at 190 kilometers per hour. Look at these little wings for the size of the plane. Big, long aircraft, like a T2. And you can still control it well at 190 kilometers per hour. Can't say that about the T2. Okay, let me put the speed on in just a second. Air brake in. Afterburners on. It's struggling a little bit because I don't have much thrust coming out of the engine, but my god is it fast. Look at that, I'm in a complete climb, I'm still gaining speed. There you go. But you can get guns on target very well at these, like in stall fights. No problem at all. Pretty decent rudder for an aircraft of this type, especially like for a Soviet design aircraft. Oh god, it's so easily controllable. Look at that. No problem whatsoever. And I'm at 170 now. And then keep going up. Still can roll. Okay, we're gaining speed now. And I'm starting to get to a bit too higher altitude for that. So low speed, low altitude, you can still control it very well. Might be M9J placeholder. I assume so. Yeah. Paveway bombs, GBU 12, 500 pound, GBU 16, 1,000 pound, GBU 10, 2,000 pound. What is that order? What the fuck does that mean? GBU 24, which is the 2,000 pound penetrator bomb. But isn't there a GBU? Ah, fuck. Let me go to the all-powerful Wikipedia for source information. And let's see all the different types. GBU 16, 10, 12. Okay. 24, 27, which is a penetrator bomb, I believe. Yeah, it's the 24, but specifically designed for the F-117. 28, which is another penetrator bomb. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. Still, it's a bit of a pain. It's confusing for no reason. Thick MiG-21, the J8, oh, the J20. J20? No, that's nothing like a MiG-21. I think you mean the J8, J8-1, J8I. J20 would be sick. J20 is a 5th generation aircraft. It's not gonna come to the game. What else can we have a look at? Let's try out the ASA. Maybe this thing's radar is a bit better. And let's also try out if they've messed around with AIM-9Ls at all afterwards. And then I think we might call it quits on this stream. PL8 is currently just a copy of PL5B stat-wise. Okay. I think it's about time we saw earthquake bombs like the tall boy. Not really. PE8s are painful enough to have in game. Not when you're on the enemy team, when you're on the same team. Because they just team kill you. They just drop the bomb anywhere they see an enemy player. Fuck the explosive mass, and then they end up team killing 3 players, getting kicked from the battle, and losing you the game. Luftwaffe uses Paveway 4, they're kind of cool. So what's the defining feature? There, Ion. What is J8B based off of? It's a modified, it's a heavily modified MiG-21. If you think of the Q5 Fantan as like a heavily modified MiG-19, the J8B is like the same thing to the MiG-21. However, it's so modified to the point where you can't even really tell like what it came from. PL8 and Magic 2 were confirmed by Smin to not be coming this patch. I know, I heard that on Discord. At the same time, like, I hesitate to see why they're on the dev server if the plan isn't to add them. Best I've seen is a PE8 killing 6 friendlies. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. God fucking damn, this thing is fast. So fast. Okay, let's get the range up. Let's do... Oh, we can't actually change the cone. The viewing cone. Okay, come on, pick him up. There you go. And let's wait till we get a wee bit closer. Very, very good radar for off-bore sight locking here. See if we can lock him all the way out there. And let's get this missile online. Wait a second. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And watch this. Like, damn, look at that curve. Look at that turn. No problem whatsoever. There we go. Fuck me, dude. These missiles are going to be so good. So good. 35 G pull. Again, going from 30 gigabyte max content to 80 gigabytes. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. When my brother was around yesterday, we were having a chat about because he's only 12. He was born in 2009. The J8B looks like an SU-15. It wasn't based on the SU. It wasn't modified from an SU-15 though. It was just made to the same sort of design. But it was based. The original J8s were based on MiG-21s, and then the J8B was just like a further modification again. It looks like an SU-15. As far as I'm aware, it was nothing actually to do with the SU-15. It's kind of like the T2 versus the Jaguar. Like, yeah, they were made for the same role. They were made to a very similar design, but they're not, like, the T2 isn't based on the Jaguar. It looks very similar. It looks pretty much identical to an SU-15 without the double delta wing. The SU-15 has the double delta like the J8E. See with the further curve out here. Sorry, did I say J8E? J7E. But yeah, then this thing has just a standard delta wing. So it looks almost identical, but it's, as far as I'm aware, it's not actually intentionally based off it. I mean, it was probably made to be. It's probably China trying to engineer themselves something like the Su-15, but it wasn't reverse engineered or modified from it or based on it, as far as I know. Now, what was I saying before? Yeah, my brother was born in 2009, so he's like he's a little kid, and I was talking about old consoles because like when I was born, we had Nintendo 64s, GameCube, stuff like that, and we were talking about the size of storage on these new consoles versus the old ones. So he's got a Nintendo Switch, which has 70 gigabytes of storage, I believe he said. I don't actually know. He might be wrong, because he talks out of his ass. But he's got apparently 70 gigabytes of storage, which is 70 trillion times the Atari from like the late 70s. 70 trillion. China never received the Su-15 due to it being a PVO aircraft. I would imagine the looks were just coincidental. I doubt they were coincidence. I think China was probably trying to be like, oh, well, you won't give us an Su-15, we'll make our own. And they made something very similar, intentionally, kind of like Japan did with the T2. Like, oh, if you won't sell us Jaguars, we'll just design this. I'm using the F1 here, but it's the same airframe. We'll just design this instead. It's basically a Jaguar in all ways, except that, you know, it's got a slightly different nose. It's slightly longer. It's a little bit different in design. But it's made to be pretty much the same thing. Like, you can't seriously look at it and tell me that you can't see the similarities. I assume that's probably what happened with the J8 as well. Like, they made it to look similar. They made it to perform the same. They wanted an aircraft that performed like the Su-15, and they actually made it better because they gave it MiG-21 BIS engines. The Su-15 had the same engines from, I believe it's the same engines from the MiG-21 MF, the R-13. Sorry, no, they're the engines from the SPS, aren't they? R11 FS. Okay, no, it's not quite the same. Let's check the MiG-21 MF. R13 300. Yeah, these are the engines on the Su-15. You get 2 of them. But the engines on the J8 are MiG-21 BIS engines. So that's why it's so freaking fast at altitude. You get it up to 20,000 feet and Mach 1.6 straight line. Boom, done. T1 and T2 were made and designed before the Jaguar by a few years. The T1 is completely irrelevant. The T1 entered service like decades earlier. Well, the F2 and F1 were designed to be similar to the F104. The T2, you mean, it served as a trainer for the F104. Japan realized they had the Fuji T1, which I actually talked about in a video fairly recently. It was supposed to be a trainer for things. It would replace the T-33 Shooting Star, which is a P-80. It's just one of these, but twin-seater. And no guns. And they were using those as their primary trainers. They designed the T1, which was just like a Japanese equivalent. It looks a little bit like an F-84. And they realized these things are not going to work for supersonic jets. We can't train pilots for supersonic jets by flying these T1s. They only went about 700 kilometers an hour. Su-15 TM had the R-13s, yes. And yeah, the proposed Su-15 that would have used the R-25, yeah. So they designed they wanted to buy Jaguar trainers from, I don't know if they wanted to buy them from Britain or France or just sort of from the company. They wanted to put in an order for them, and they couldn't reach an agreement that both sides were happy with. Japan just said, fuck it. And they built the T2 to be the replacement for the Jaguar that they couldn't get. So it's not the same, but it's designed to fill the same role, to fill the same gap. So if they had have got the Jaguar, they'd never have built this, because there would have been no need. They would have used the Jaguar as a trainer, and they probably would have ended up buying Jaguar A's or Jaguar S's to use in place of the F1 as well. The main reason this thing was made in the first place was just because we've already got the T2. We might as well keep our aviation industry employed, keep all the jobs, and just build more of them. And just build them for single-seat naval work. But this thing was sort of always designed to be like, you don't use it if you don't have to. It was sort of on the back burner, just to sort of get the most benefit out of the T2's development program, because there's no point designing, you know, the production line and sort of the factories and everything, getting all the staff employed to build one aircraft, a couple of hundred units, and then never touch it again. Like, there's no real point to that. Alright, Blitz, thanks for coming and joining in, man. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. T2 were trainers for the F-4EJ and F-104J because the last fighter Japan had were F-86s. Yeah, so they needed something better to train pilots for. The F-1 was designed for the anti-ship role. Yeah, it's a ground striker and anti-ship, mainly anti-ship warfare aircraft. But it was pretty much just designed because Like, we might as well get some more out of the T2. There's no point just designing one aircraft and then saying, that's enough. Might as well build this thing. That way we keep all the staff employed. And that way, see the problem with, for example, what's a good example? One of the problems people have talked about with Rheinmetall designing the next Challenger is like the British tank industry now doesn't have the experience going forward because they're not. No, that's not a good example because they are building Challenger 3s domestically. They're just Rheinmetall factories. But okay, cheers, Dan Morris. Thanks for coming in. Have a good one. When you stop building these vehicles and you then try and start building them again, you realize that your industry doesn't have the experience, doesn't have the technical know-how, you don't have any of the right tools, you don't have any of the production lines set up, any of the factories dedicated to them. So they wanted to make sure that until they could build something new, like the F2, the Mitsubishi F2, the X2 Shinshin, or now the FX, their program for a 6th generation fighter. They wanted to at least keep their aviation industry building something, so might as well build these things. And of course they've got the T4, the new trainer that they've got, which is very similar to the PC-21 or the T-45 Goshawk. So they wanted to make sure that you still have people doing something. It's like playing Age of Empires. You don't want your villagers just sitting around doing nothing. Like, you get them to do something temporarily, because might as well. That's kind of a good way of looking at it. Did they fix the Mirage 3C model in the summer? What was wrong with it? I didn't hear that there was anything going wrong with it. Mirage 3C, what was wrong? Was it flight model or physical model? I don't see any problems. Was there something to do with its air brakes or something? Its landing gear? I don't know. Charlie engine and Challenger 3 engine. Sorry, Charlie engine and Challenger 3 are different programs. Yeah. God, I cannot believe that Britain is producing that tank without an engine. The hull was the worst part of the Challenger 2. I don't know why they're still using it. They fixed it? Okay. Physical space rockets. Anything new for the US aircraft tree? We have the A-10A in the tech tree now, as well as you might have seen, the little golden band. We have the B-26 Marauder. Very cool aircraft. People have been wanting it for a long time. Unless it sees a big old buff to its performance, completely useless. Completely and utterly useless in-game at this battle rating. Better go down and BR to like 4.3 max, because otherwise it's just not going to be useful. Not going to be usable. What's going to happen? You're going to get intercepted before you even make it to the bombing base because you're too slow. And of course we have the Tech Tree A-10. I don't know if you've been living under a rock and you didn't know, but the A-10 is coming to War Thunder. I'm not kidding. This is not a user model. This is actually the A-10 in game. Let me load out the big one of these. Look at that. Absolutely flipping gorgeous. One of the things I have been told, I brought this up to Gaijin, these dual ejector racks were always capable of holding 2 sidewinders each. What we've got currently is very silly because we have the one thing they wanted to use to separate the premium and the Tech Tree one, to make the Tech Tree one the superior version, is you have... What can I hear in the background? There's like an echo or something. You had these multiple ejector racks. You would only be able to hold 2 sidewinders, but you have both ejectors. So why you would only have 2 sidewinders, I don't know. What I said is that you should have both of them filled on one side. I believe it's the right side they always fill with sidewinders. So you'd have 2 of them here, and this opposite pylon would be able to hold like a bomb, or a rocket pod, or a targeting pod. Or a jammer, if we were to get something like jammers, or ECM pods, or whatever you want to put on there. You could put rocket pods or whatever on there. But at least fill both of the racks, because now there is no reason whatsoever why this aircraft should only be carrying 2 sidewinders and not 4. It has both of the racks. It always could use them, so it's already an arbitrary solution to make them different, but don't just put these empty racks on here for no reason. No. Honestly, A-10 is the least interesting addition to the game for me. Really? I'm very excited to see it. I'm more excited to fight it. I'm more excited to load up either my Roland or, see, because the Roland's 10.0, isn't it? Why do I keep doing this? Roland 10.0, yeah. I'm excited to load this up and see if I can just absolutely shit on entire teams of A-10s. Because they're not going to see it coming. And if you don't use your radar and you just sort of manually guide it in just with the mouse, they're not going to know it's coming and they're just going to get absolutely slaughtered. But yeah, alright. Hi, King Hans. I was actually about to finish the stream. We've been going for a good few hours now, and I want to get this up and then start working on a video. Let's try out the Black Knight real quick. I have spaded this so it's nice and mobile. Still no new ammunition, and you still have to stock grind with L23. Which is dreadful. Seriously, this tank is from what, 2009? It's gotta be at least 2009, right? And it's stock grinding with L23, which is like a round from the early 80s, late 70s. Please God, no. 2S6, well, keep in mind the A-10 at the moment is 9.7. I don't think it should stay there, but knowing American teams, it will probably stay there. So there you go, there's your active defense system. You can see the launcher is actually animated, it will point towards the threat. So if we watch, see, it swivels around so it can aim at it, and if I face over here, there you go, look at that. And now I've run out, so now I'm gonna get killed if I don't do that very quickly. So you've got these little, you see these bits here are like radar panels. So these will detect incoming rounds. You've got 2 of them on the front, 2 of them on the rear. Try and cover 360 degrees. These launchers on top can swivel around 360 degrees. But of course, you only have 4 charges from them. Spam the F14 into the game. I think you might be shit out of luck there for a little while, dude. Think they won't up BR it? I think they will add it in at 10.0 and then they'll down tier it back down to 9.7 because the teams will constantly lose. So they'll be forced by the matchmaker to imbalance it to create balance in the win rates. Otherwise, American win rates will just tank, and not in the good way. You think they won't up BR them being the teams? You think they won't be? You think they're going to be really powerful? You think A10 teams are gonna stomp the game? Do you? Personally, I don't see it happening. I think most A10 players will try to use the gun, and then they will end up getting killed very, very easily by any sort of AA system. One problem I have with the T55 Drost. Not only does the active protection system not cover very far, like it only covers this frontal arc, but you can still get quite damaged. I mean, the optics are getting, I don't think anything but the optics is getting damaged. It's just that optic on top. But if you just manage to swivel it round in time, see, look at that. Oh no, that did actually impact me. That's a shame. So there we go. Let's see if I swivel it round just in time. Let's see, I only just noticed. That didn't work. Let's try that again. So if you're rolling around in your T55, you don't see the missile coming and you swing the turret around at the last second, you might still take quite a bit of damage. I'm still on spawn protection, god damn it. Yeah, let's try this. Let's see, I just noticed him. Ah, it still worked. It only damaged the machine gun. So, yeah, this is the Drost active protection system. This is a prototype from, I believe, the 80s. Decided that Roycat MTTD hardkill APS is still classified, and it was a mock-up. I thought they were going to model it anyway, weren't they? It's not a modification, is it? I thought the plan was to model it either way. Is it not? Let's have a look. I think it'd be in the lineups that face 2S6 because America. It will. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, so you think what will happen is the teams will play it at, like, the players will use it at 11.0. Yeah, that I can see happening. That will happen. Yeah, so it's not being modeled just yet. That sucks. If you're gonna add a mock-up tank, you might as well add the mock-up protection system. Like, why not? Very goof. Yeah, that's a shame. Have you seen the Black Knight loading screen? Looks amazing. I haven't. Let me have a look if I can find the loading screens. You have loading screen filter. Is it just called? Oh yeah, I see. That's not bad. I don't mind that. If only you could download them from here. I know you can download them from somewhere. I can't remember how. This is the A-10 one though. It's not called A-10 apparently. Nope. Nope. I don't know how to search for it, but there is an A-10 loading screen which looks great. What's the last thing we should try out? I guess we should probably... We didn't actually do what we were gonna do and test out the Aspires from the J8 in a game. So let's create a custom. Let's make sure we have the settings right, so hopefully you guys will be able to find it. Let's do it on Afghanistan. Let's do that one. Let's do a nice long range one. And join in progress, yes. We'll include bots for now. People can come and join in your aircraft. Which is more OP, do you think, the Puma or the Newbie Glide Panzer? It really depends on the Puma's armor, which I haven't been able to see anything from yet. Any rumors on when the update is coming? I don't know. I would suspect middle of this week. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. I'm not sure. Coming Wednesday, I heard. It really depends on when. You can always tell when the update's going to be like a day or two away when the console stores get their packs. All right, let's try it. Yeah, people are finding it. There you go. All already. Well, you can join in progress anyway. It should be fine. And let's see how good these missiles and this radar specifically how it can work for us. What did I miss? We are going to try out the Aspires on the J8 rather than the F104 because F104s are trash. Sorry, Italy, they just are. Design a better aircraft. Puma's missing about 60% of its armor. At the moment, yeah. Don't have the dev server, it kind of bugs out for me. Yeah, I've heard a few people saying the same. I actually had that issue the other day where I didn't even think I was going to be able to do this stream because the dev server was completely messed up for me. But, no, now, luckily, it is actually working. Normally, Warthog updates drop on a Tuesday. I would assume it will be next Tuesday, then. Where are we at the moment? Okay, we're right at the bottom. That's what she said. Hi, Bradley. How are you doing? So what else are we reckoning about this update? What's gonna happen? I'm assuming the Americans will start playing, will spam out the A-10. A-10 may be good for EC maps. No, it won't. You're only gonna be traveling 500 kph if you've got lots of ordnance under your wings. You're not gonna get anywhere. Why would you use the A-10 over like an F105? Or an A-7 is gonna be a lot better for ground attack in an EC game. You'd never use the A-10 in air battles. Just do not do it. Do not bother. Unless you're in sim, maybe, because you've got the gun, you can aim at ground targets. And you can kind of sneak around. Might be decent in that regard, but I would never want to use the A-10 in an air RB game. Never, never, never. Don't do it. Don't be that guy who does that. You're just a letdown to your team. Okay, let's get this radar out. 74 kilometers should be plenty. We can have 11 degrees vertical. We don't have any other modes, unfortunate. So we don't want to go too high, because otherwise we won't be able to see anybody. We are already at almost Mach 1.2. Damn, this thing is fast. This thing is so fast. Be getting my AA lineup ready for the A-10 spam. Yeah, see, that's what I reckon. American players are going to spam out the A-10. AA are going to have a field day with them. Oh my god, look at the reflection on that with the HD textures. That looks really, really good. I don't like the column of flame that comes out the back. That's not realistic at all. I was watching a live stream. CW Lemoyne, the F-16 pilot, was saying, like, if a plane has their afterburner on, if you're in another aircraft, you can't tell. Like, you can't see that they are afterburning because a big column of flame shoots out. You don't know. It's not like this. But wow, look at the reflection in the actual engine cells. That looks gorgeous. Look at that. That glow on the actual on the exhaust. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm not getting any sort of... Oh shit, I'm getting locked from the front. Okay. Let's turn away. See if we can notch. Yeah, looks like we've beaten it. Oh shit, what is that coming for me? Yeah, we notched it. Good. Good shit. Oh, he's locking me again. Shouldn't be able to get me from this range. We should be faster than whatever that is as well, unless it's an F-104. It better not be. I bet that is iron, isn't it? He's come straight for me. I'm gonna give you... Yep, there we go. It's iron in the F4J. Alright, let's go get him. Of course he's playing his Phantom with his fucking late missiles and everything, his AIM-7Fs. And I know he knows how to use them. So this is gonna be dangerous. And I know the AIM-7Fs have been buffed. Ah shit, this is gonna be a late launch. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this off. Come on, dodge out the way! No, no chance. Oh! Still got him! Fuck you, dude. Fuck, I love these planes. I love these top tier jets. Fucking hell, I just managed to keep a lock on him as well. That was... Oh, Jesus. I don't think players will use them. A-10? Yeah, with the Mavericks, I guarantee you most of the players who are buying, especially the premiums, will be trying to use the gun. I guarantee you everyone will try and use the gun. But the anti-radiation missiles were introduced this patch would be a lot more interesting. Keep in mind the A-10 doesn't carry anti-radiation missiles though. Unless they're sidearms, I guess. Good fight. Dude, I'm surprised you managed to get that off so easily. I would guess you've got a much better radar than I do. See if I can lock him up again. It comes back for me. Let's get some altitude first. I know this thing climbs like a bat out of hell. It climbs like a fucking F-104S. This thing is so fast. Yeah, we're gaining speed. We're at 40 degrees. We're gaining airspeed. MiG-23 over there. Are the AIM-7Fs Mark IV off the rail now? I don't believe so. According to Iron, they shouldn't be. They weren't Mark IV capable in real life. They were slower. They compensated for range with speed. He's coming in a little bit close. Okay, he's headed away now. Okay, 21,000 feet should be plenty. Especially when we don't have... Let's get that radar on better track. No one else around us yet. We've got a lot of bots that are playing P26s and shit. I don't know why. The bots really should be the same sort of BR as us. They should at least be in jets. But they're all in biplanes. He's coming in close. Okay, if you want to dance. He's going to try and get us with R-24, so we're going to start flaring in a second here. Ah, what was that? Where was he? Was he behind me? No, he's off in front of me somewhere. I have no idea where he even got me from. He's still not spotted. Wow, good shit, dude. Any idea how the Super 530S... No, they're not in the game yet. Can't use them. You can... I don't think you can even have a look at their stats yet either. So, yeah, unfortunately, we have no real idea how they're going to perform. They should perform something similar to AIM-7E's E2s. Something in that range. So, the Mirage F1 is just going to be a slightly worse Viggen. So, I really don't know why Gaijin have waited so long to add it, because now that they've added it, it will be outclassed. That's a real shame. The Viggen is just a much better aircraft. You've got 6 missiles rather than 4, and your 2 long-range missiles are Skyflash, which are way better than 530F. Way, 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 way better. 74 kilometers range, please. We want better vertical track. I can't even pick these targets up because they're so far away, and this radar is so shit. Bloody made in China radar. Look at that tiny little radar. You got a massive, massive nose cone, and you don't fill it. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Give me something that actually works. Ah, well. Sitting in SPAA and farm A-10s for days. The thing is, though, if they're getting spammed out too much, you're not going to be able to focus on all of them at once. Unless you're in, I don't know, maybe a Saddam, which has the high rate of fire, or a Gepard. With the Saddam, though, I worry that you won't be able to... Shit, he's got me locked already. I mean, he knows where I am. I still can't even detect him. There he is. I can see him visually. I still can't lock him up. Okay, I'm gonna have to go low. You're gonna have to use this radar. You're gonna have to use this aircraft quite down low. I don't even know if that's gonna save you against... it definitely won't save you against a Viggen. It might save you against an F4J. There we go. Try and offset. This should... Ah, come on, keep track. There we go. Good, good shit. Nice try, man. Late J8B has a new radar. The J8H should have the new radar. I believe this one... Oh, shit, you're close. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, God, he's coming for me. He's going to be launching R60s pretty soon. Is that an M or an ML? How? Where did you just come from, dude? I haven't spotted you yet. Is that him up there? There he is. God, he was above me. That's interesting. I didn't think he had, was tracking someone behind you. Oh, really? Your missile tracked me. Must have been an accident. Must have been trying to lock someone else. Late J8B has a new radar. Really? That would be good. This guy added that. I would like to see another variant of the J... I mean, we're going to see lots of variants of the J8s, because, like, the latest variants of the J8 carried PL-12s, which are like AMRAAM equivalents. They had, like, your really late missiles, like your PL-9s, which are probably, like, Python 4. So very, very capable missiles. Like AIM-9M level. You're going to have a seed variant, kind of like the J8G was like a dedicated ground attack variant, dedicated anti-radar variant. One in War Thunder is a mishmash. Yeah? Okay. Vic 40, proxy from 4 kilometers, all the A-10s. Yeah, if the A-10s are trying to use the guns, you'll be able to do that. If they're using Mavericks, good fucking luck. Okay, let's get... We'll stay at a little bit lower altitude this time to see if we can't avoid those pulse Doppler memes. Is the MTI mode on radar actually useful? Because according to a friend it isn't. It can be. You'd rather use something better, like an actual pulse Doppler mode. I don't think there's any point in having that radar on 74 kilometers. We're never going to track anything 74 kilometers out. Never going to happen. This guy's 16. I still can't actually find him. There we go. Maybe. Nah, I can't hold him. Yeah, this radar is trash. This radar is complete trash. That's going to be your limiting factor. Aspires have the potential to be really, really, really good, but not when your radars are this bad. Will the Tech Tree A-10 get AGM-65Ds? Yes, MD, they will. The Tech Tree A-10 will get your AGM-65Ds. Can I lock this guy against the mountains? Probably not. We can lock him up there. He is not quite in range. He's coming into range. Okay, there we go. Just need a little bit better track on him. Come on, you can lock that. There you go. Boom. Fox 1. Come on. Hold track just a second longer. Ah, oh, couldn't follow him. God damn it. And we're not going to be able to get him from behind, are we? He's trying to chaff. See, if you want to take the Aspires on the J8, you only have the Aspires. Ah, pull up! Pull up! Ah, oh, no! Wow, the F-104S might actually be a better, better platform to use these missiles on. I think countries like France will get some of the export variants, such as the Iraqi Mirage F1 EQ. I doubt it. Ah, my Warthog has crashed again. Every time I leave a game. Alright, I'm gonna have to quit out of that. That's a shame. Oh well, we'll load it back up. Oops, that is the live server. I don't want that. No, go away. Go away. No, don't want you. Thank you. I think that worked. Okay, let's load back onto the dev server and let's... Have you tried the AH-64 on DCS yet? No, I haven't. Haven't yet. Do we know when the update goes live? Not yet. Still waiting for the A6. Might be a little while now. America's just got these ground attackers. They're not going to want to give them another one real soon. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know, you get what you're given. That's fine by me. I'll still be playing this game in 2 years' time, so I don't care. No, thank you. Let's try to... Can we go into the same game again with China? Sorry, with Italy, when we were already there with China? We can. Good. Mirage F1 is coming in DCS as well. I thought they were adding Mirage 3 instead. They put up a community vote. People wanted to see the Mirage 3 for the Israeli variants. Okay, let's try this thing instead. Let's try... Do you have any sort of pulse Doppler? You don't. It's just a... At the moment, it should be pulse Doppler, but at the moment, it's just a regular old monopulse radar. That is... big oof. What's your favorite jet in DCS? I haven't had enough time in DCS to really have a favorite jet. I've only played, I don't know, probably 10 hours of DCS. Most of that was like years ago. Maybe last year. Played a little bit. What do you think about making top tier battles a bit harder with removing icons and first person mode only? Mirage F1 is third party jet. Okay, that's interesting. Thought I heard them say the A-10 is only getting the AGM-65Bs, they were not giving it the Ds. That's the premium, they're giving the Tech Tree variant the Ds. Making top tier battles harder. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think having like a difference just for one tier of the game really makes any sense. Okay, let's get... It's the exact same radar as the J8, so it's still going to be pretty bad. Thank God this thing gets flares now. Bye. Slow ass phantom. Oh shit. Getting locked already. Okay. I'll defend. What am I being locked by? I was at like almost 30,000 feet. That's probably why. Oh shit. There it is. What is that? He's trying to launch at me again. Nope, nothing's detecting us at the moment. Who could be possibly pinging me from out there? No one's out there. That's got to be a bug, right? Yeah, that's definitely... Okay, the F-104S's RWR seems bugged. It only ever lights up in front of you. Let's see if we get a bit closer. Yeah, if you don't kill that F4J, I'm going to. Better end him. Ah, load factor, I can't do it. Ah, damn. I don't even have a fucking gun. I can't do anything from this range. Certainly can't do anything to a target that's like diving for the deck. That's completely defeated me. And I don't have AIM-9Ls. Because you can't carry them both at the same time yet. You will be able to come the live server. But Gaijin haven't added most of the presets for the new aircraft because they're all going to get new weapon selection feature. This might get him. Oh, just missed at the last second. Ah, good dodge. Good dodge. I'm gonna have to try and disengage now. Oh, I can't disengage like that. Oh, shit. Oh, he hit me. Only a glancing hit, though. Okay, let's see if I can get out. Yes, get him! He missed. I'll lead him up. See if I can, Oh, fuck. Okay, easy. That should be our only threat. I'll let you catch up to me, dude. That's not gonna reach me from that. Actually, it might at this altitude. That was actually very close. I wonder if that was tracking the F-105, because we were flaring and came off afterburner, so that must have been tracking the F-105. That's tracking me, though. There we go. Nice, good job, dude. Good kill. Oh shit, he snuck up on us. See, no matter which way I face the aircraft, it's always lighting up the RWR in front. I can't move my mouse over there. But yeah, you can see, I'm being locked from behind now, I bet. Like someone over there. Yep, there you go, he was behind. Down there somewhere, I think. There's a friendly. Yeah, so that's something that needs fixing. I was aiming at the F-105. Okay, yeah. 10 kilometers, the RWR was bugged. I shot the FJ next to you. Yeah, we were getting locked. We were getting painted by something at the front, though. Or at least it said it was at the front. See, no, yeah. See, I'm getting painted by all the SAMs around here, but it's showing up as if it's all in front. It's not. And I'm yet to see any RWR to the sides of the you know, the circle. What do you guys think about flares being so good? I think it's good. I think it makes sense. For these earlier missiles, they should be very responsive to flares. The problem is, what Gaijin had before is all the flares were modeled to be really minimally effective, because not all flares are equal. So some flares are bigger, they burn hotter, they burn brighter, they are more distracting to a missile. Whereas others are smaller. Like the MiG-21 Bis's flares, the ASO2 pod flares, are really small. They don't burn very hot, so they're not very good at distracting missiles. All the flares were modeled to be that level of effectiveness. So now they've modeled all the flares to be a higher level of effectiveness. That was very close. So I think, at the moment, what used to happen was the F4E's flares were underperforming, but now it's like the MiG-21 Bis's flares are overperforming instead, rather than them all just being different. And that's fair. I mean, even DCS models it like that. Like, I don't think DCS really has flare, like, variants modeled. That's what I've heard, at least, from people who play DCS. Like, all the flares pretty much act the same. It's just certain missiles respond differently. What am I locking up there? I think I'm locking... Okay. I'm not going to retain a track on this guy, whatever it is. We're going to have to dive down. Just launching chaff there. He's going for that F4A. It might be the F4J who was trying to kill me last time. Gonna lock him now? There we go. I detected him for a second though. Nothing yet. It's gotta be over this direction then. Nope. Can't Can't find anything. Alright, we'll go back up to altitude. New heli mode. No, I haven't tried that yet. Yeah, see there, it was him. For EJ, is it an EJ Kai or is it just a regular EJ? I can't see what he's playing. Could try and missile the A-10. Be able to lock him in a second. Nope, never mind. Oh shit, this is gonna get really hairy really fast. No, not that, No, not him. Lock the fucking enemy behind him. There we go, okay, never mind. That's a shame, but we would have killed him anyway. What is that up there? Motherfucker, where did you come from? Yeah, see, I can't tell when there's someone behind me. Ah! You just let him kill you too. Alright, I think we will call it there. We've been streaming for a good 3 hours. So, yeah, I think we'll call it on the stream after that. Can I finally grind my helis in? You might have a better time. Oh, just because I'm gonna be a dick, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take out the vegan. Just to be a massive asshole. And I'm gonna go kill all those guys with sky flashes. Just one last thing. Let me enjoy this. So it's a heli PvE mode that they've been working on for ages, and 24-hour stream. I'm not doing another 24-hour stream for a good long while. You guys gotta fucking donate for me to do that. That's what you gotta do. Donate the big bucks, then I might consider it. I'm joking. You don't have to do that. You're heading off, are you? Guy who made a YouTube account just to subscribe. Nice name, nice username. I like it. Thank you very much for coming and joining us today. I hope you've had a good stream, and I will hopefully see you next time. Now let's go 100 kilometers. That is insane. There we go. That's what we want. Not quite as fast in this aircraft, but at least we can go up to altitude and not worry about being hit from below without knowing. What you said earlier about the AIM-7 is completely wrong. The Sparrow has a passive seeker on the nose that takes in returns from the CW illuminator, bouncing off the target coming in from the firing. Okay. Yeah, what we were more talking about is the way that, like, if your radar is fooled by chaff, your illuminator can still spot the target for the missile. So we might have described it in a weird way, but what we're meaning is, like, from close enough range, the target is still giving off enough of a radar return that you'll still be able to track it with the missile. The radar might be displaying as though it's tracking the chaff, but the missile will still track perfectly fine. It's not like Fox 3 mode. What people have been saying, like, oh, Fox 1s in-game already act like Fox 3s. They don't, it's just that's the way that Sparrows should be working. 45p, is that enough for a 24-hour stream? Oh, no. No. Now, usually when I've done 24-hour streams in the past, they've been charity streams anyway. We've done them to raise money for a bunch of different charities. We've raised about 3 grand on this channel for different charities. We did one for the bushfires when that happened in 2020. We've done a few for autism, because, well, I have autism. My little brother has autism. And, the kind of Autism SA, who's like an organisation that works with kids with special needs in Australia, really could do with some more funding. Now, can I detect someone? Is anyone still in this game? I got plenty. Yeah, gain some more speed. I'm still going pretty slow. Without that antenna, the Sparrow can't function. Oh, what are you saying? Rear antenna gives the AIM-7 the ability to use Doppler shift to find targets. Yeah, there you go. I will defer to Iron when it comes to understanding Sparrows. He knows a lot more about this than I do. Let's try and... Okay, he was down there. I'm still not picking anything up. I am on post-Doppler mode. Where am I being locked from? Behind? Who's locking me then? I'm actually going to climb away from that missile. I don't see that anyone could be locking me from behind right now unless it's a friendly. Just trolling. There is something back there, I think. Just caught a dot for a split second. Right, there was an F4EJ down there. See if we can do anything to that. Don't see him at the moment. We are at 35,000 feet. That is nice and high. Is it better to have post-Doppler mode at high altitudes? Not always. It really depends. If you're trying to lock someone lower down from high altitudes, yes. If you're trying to lock someone who's also at your altitude, then... Where from? I wasn't even being locked anymore. That's weird. Ah, and he's not... He doesn't exist. Yeah, Gaijin, if you want these missiles to work, you really need to improve telemetry in this game. You know why programs like TacView still can't track missiles? Because according to the game, they physically don't exist. They're not a physical entity in the game. Missiles aren't rendered as a proper entity in the game. Which is really dumb. And the reason Gaijin does it is because their game is really poorly optimized and it couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle all the different entities. So we end up with this dogshit system where he didn't even render in to me, and his missile didn't render in. I don't know, maybe it did at the end now. But like, the same issues for aircraft not existing on your client. So my client didn't render him in at all. What he was doing, if we went into the replay at that point, we couldn't have seen him. Yeah, that's a real shame. Okay, let's try that again, and let's not get locked by someone who's fucking 50 kilometers away underneath us. I swear he wasn't locking me at that time. I don't know. He lost lock on my aircraft like a bunch of times. Somehow still managed to track. War Thunder is a house of cards coding-wise. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Actually needs better servers. We can do a 24-hour stream to raise funds for them. It's not so much their servers that need improving, it's just the optimization of the game. The game still doesn't make use of like proper CPUs, good RAM, GPUs with more than like 2 gigabytes of memory. You know, the latest sort of GPUs. It just doesn't use them. It doesn't utilize them very well. I guess if you were locked from directly below me, I wouldn't get an RWR notification because there's a blind spot underneath you. So like that angle, I wouldn't be able to see anyone locking me, even from sort of back there. If I was looking like this, your RWR is completely blind in that angle and that angle. So I guess that might have been what was happening. What is the best top tier fighter and why is it the Kafir? No, comrade. The best top tier fighter is this. Because having BVR capabilities and still being able to win dogfights. Oh shit, he's all the way up there, isn't he? Come on. Shit, okay, I've got to defend. At least we know it's not the EJ. Oh shit. Notch. I don't have any chaff either. There we go, that worked. Okay, we're gonna do that. Come on, you can lock him. Ah, he's out of range. He's disengaging. What's your upload schedule? Non-existent. At the moment. It should be, we should be able to fix it soon. I want to have an A-10 video out today. I don't really have much of a schedule, though. I try to get at least 2 videos out per week, but lately we've just been really struggling to be able to do that. What's the map that Fly did? The cool one with all the holes in the mountains and tunnels and stuff. That's an arcade map. It's not like a custom user mission or anything. That's an actual map in the game. You can play it in arcade. He is just running as fast as his fucking engines can take him. Okay, see if we can pick up anyone else who's more of a threat. He's not going to re-engage me whilst I'm this close to him. By the time he turned around, he'd already be dead. At least he shouldn't re-engage me. There's no other targets for me to focus on. We are catching him, but not quickly. The fuck is our schedule? Pretty much. Probably F4A because big gun and turn. This has a bigger gun, and it turns a lot better. I can't get him with a sky flash from this range, can I? No, he's way out of range. Are we over his air? No, this isn't his airfield. This is like a one from the regular map. Damn, he is so fast. Okay, I'm never gonna catch him. We'll disengage. We'll let him. I think he's won this one. If I do this, if he turns around, we turn back for him immediately, and we'll get him. Nah, he's just running. Come on, man. It's a dev server. You don't need to run away like that. It's not regular RRB. You're on a Mac. You're better off not playing War Thunder. Yeah. Ah, damn, that F4F went down. Really? Okay, someone's coming in. Possibly that F4J. He's gotten wise, he's re-engaged. Should be able to pick that up relatively quickly. Come on. I'm scanning around, trying to find him. I suppose I probably don't need post-Doppler mode on at the moment. Ah, fuck it, we'll keep it on either way. The Viggens post-Doppler is pretty good. There we go. 23, not quite in range yet. Not yet. I think we might have to... Oh, God, I don't want to wait too much longer. Box one. Over here, he's locked me. Oh. That's interesting. Was that him? Oh, golly. Oh, golly. Stop, please. There we go. Just drop some speed so our pilot can survive. Alright, we'll cut it there as far as gameplay is concerned. I bet it's gonna freeze again. Yeah. It won't load. Ah, damn it. I should have done this outro in the game. Someone said, show Mirage F1. We did that earlier in the stream. The stream will go up on YouTube. You'll have to see it there. I'm gonna finish up now so that I can go get an A-10 video out. I want to sort of discuss some stuff about it. For people who might be wanting to buy the premium. Other than that, we have currently over 160 people in the stream. 130. Okay, it updated. Well, thank you everyone for coming in and enjoying the stream. I hope you've enjoyed this little look at the dev server and our little mech around there at the end. Do you think the A-10 will get its full potential when they release more guided munitions? There's not much more the A-10 can carry as far as guided munitions. Paveways, it can't guide itself, so there's no point in getting them in game. JDAMs, I expect they'll save for the A-10C. Yeah, I think we'll stay. Think if ARB didn't have name tags, fighters with no BVR capabilities would be better. Maybe, but what we need more is better terrain modeling in RRB maps so that fighters with no BVR can stay near the ground and kind of avoid the radars and stuff. Stay near mountains and such to even avoid post-Doppler radars. You'll still just be able to terrain mask. Either way, maybe one day. Hopefully, we can keep advocating for it, hoping that Gaijin listens. Other than that, thank you guys very much for joining today's stream. A10A can't even use JDAM. Yeah, I didn't think it could. Yeah, thanks very much. I hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for our next stream. We'll be coming back to regular streams now that it looks like we've finally fixed stream quality, aside from the continuously freezing War Thunder. So let me just do that. Yeah, if you're super excited for the patch, if you're kind of iffy on it, if you're just completely meh, I hope you are you're gonna enjoy. I will hopefully stream again on the live server before the update comes out. And then we'll hope to get a couple of videos out between now and then as well. So I will see you guys then. And yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day.